All right, we're in here. Boom, there we go.
Hello. I know I'm in the wrong seat today, but welcome back, YouTube. I appreciate y'all tuning in even whenever I wasn't here last week and Austin is not here tonight. But it's a good day. It's a full moon. A certain somebody's in jail.
Take that.
What is up, YouTube? Hold on, let me go to...
Bro, the chat saying, Licia said I'm low-key twerking. That beat was fire.
I don't know why that's under P. Diddy.
It's hashtag P. Diddy on Epidemic Sound. I just typed
Yes,
it in.
I don't know why, but...
It's crazy.
Listen, it was called D&D.
Yeah, it's called D&D.
Yeah, he on D&D for a minute.
Oh, yeah.
If you're not a member on Calls from Beyond, what are we waiting on, y'all? Y'all don't know. We be having the littest conversations before the show. So if you are not a member, please, so you can see that member-only content that we just got done recording.
Yeah.
And we could be spicy on members only. Like, we could say what we want to say and not have to be as censored.
Yeah.
On these lives, we got to keep it PG-13 for at least the first 20.
Yeah. So as you guys can see, I have Mr. Fresh in the building.
What's up,
we have
beautiful
George.
people? Yes.
I know we said he was going to be Wizard Kelly, but I was just like, I need somebody to talk to.
Yeah, it's a good combo. It's a good combo. I'm glad actually that Mr. Fresh is on camera.
Yeah, me too.
It'll help the ratings.
Yeah.
you know, Mr. Fresh will definitely give us a bump in the ratings.
Hey, I see people talking about me in the chat. What's going on, y'all? How y'all doing?
Yes. Hello to all of my members, people that are on my page, my channel, as well as people that are in the chat, our regulars are in the house. Thank you so much, Mari, for holding it down. I know Lauren's in here responding to messages for me since I can't do it. Thank you, Lauren. Let's see, who else? Diamond, hello. Alexandria, Teresa. We got all the regulars.
What New York was like.
Jesus Christ.
Wait.
I think Diddy did it.
No. I'm just trying. I'm trying
Did he do it?
Diddy did it.
Oh, man. Hold on.
Man.
Okay, yeah, this was earlier, so I'm in the chat. I had some contractually, is that the word? Contractually obligations
Yes.
before I got on here, so I wasn't in the chat. Hello, Sky. Hi, Christy. Hi, Teresa. So I won't talk about what we talked about in the members only because you got to be a member.
Facts.
Right? You got to be a member. But what I will say is today is the full moon, okay? And it is I think it's a full moon in Pisces. So even if you're not a Pisces, all my spiritual girlies and boys in the chat, go ahead and get your manifestation tools, get y'all herbs ready. I think they said it's going to end at 10:34 Eastern Standard Time. He's like, I don't know. Don't ask me. He's looking at me like, I have no idea.
I still be asking her, y'all, like, hey, what moon is it?
And yes, and it's a harvest moon. It's a super moon. It's a lunar eclipse. Baby, a couple people going in jars tonight. Okay?
Yeah, I even told Noah as I came in today, I was like, man, I'm so glad you said something. You're the person to talk to about this because it just seemed like everything that happened to me early on in the day was ass backwards, as I would like to say. It just did not make sense. I'm a man of schedule and just like a little bit of organization, and it was just all over the place. So I'm grateful that you know you're setting the record straight.
Yes, I mean it's literally this full moon is going to do what it's supposed to do. Okay, this is the exterminator. It's a harvest moon as well. So we are giving thanks to the things that this lunar cycle gave us. But you can do whatever you want tonight. But make sure you know what you want. Set your intentions right.
Yeah, clear them out, man. Clear them out.
Yep.
And Matthew, don't panic. Don't panic. We didn't replace Austin.
Oh, he's at a portal. He's right now.
Yeah, you know, Austin is being a great dad that he usually is.
Yes, he's at the happiest, creepiest place on earth. He is at Disneyland having a ball.
Man,
I think he's in. Is he on?
If he don't join in on this,
He's in here.
Yeah,
He's in
no,
here.
I know he's in on the live, but if this boy don't join in on the zone to show us the portal, I'm gonna be a little bit upset. Like,
yeah, he's having a time, y'all. It was my turn last week. Okay, so I was like, go ahead, I'll be the captain, even though I feel like George is really the boss of everybody.
Whoa. How did you find out?
Yeah, exactly. I don't know how to set this shit up, so without George, there is no show. So,
and believe it or not, you guys saw how excited I was to turn on shit today. This is the first time I've set this up today.
Yeah, we literally
plugged in the camera. I was like,
yeah, like it was small wins because I don't think he knows what he's doing, but I don't know nothing. I was just sitting here like,
yeah, I was doing like first down celebrations and shit. Like when a camera connected, I'm like, yeah.
I seen the happy
down
dance.
The field.
I seen the happy dance. I was like,
whoa.
Down the field.
Yep. They said we didn't kidnap him though, but I know he sent me a picture today of him and little guy and the missus with Darth Vader. I was so jealous that I wasn't at that portal. I said, oh, that looks so fun. But then I remember, I'm sunburnt, I'm sun-kissed. I just came back from Bahamas, so I'm not a hater. Enjoy your time, Austin. Get me something. I don't care what it is. Give me a shot glass. Do they sell shot glasses at Disneyland?
I don't know. But why would you want a shot glass with Mickey Mouse on it?
Because I can put them with the rest of my shot glasses.
You don't need to be that happy when you get drunk.
No. I never use them. They're just collectibles.
Yeah, until you need. Do you guys ever like run into that where like all my souvenir shot glasses eventually just need to be used, and I'm like blowing dust out these bitches before I pour some?
Yes. You have to wash them because.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm a mixed drink girly. I will take shots, but no.
I was gonna say one shot ain't enough for me.
No, yeah, like I need a stiff
I need a little
drink.
double, triple. You know, I got 4 kids and 2 dogs, so
Hey, and hey, it's not your first rodeo, Mr.
Yeah. Sometimes you need that, you know.
Yes, and Matthew, I loved making the Disneyland video. Oh, it was so fun because I really truly believe that it is a portal. So maybe we'll do a part two of the Disneyland if I could find more content.
Hey, I wonder if you could find Disneyland content from scary stuff in other Disneylands like Japan.
Yeah, because the happiest place on earth has several subsidiaries. They have a bunch of branches of the happiest place on earth. Hello, Mel. Yes, and somebody asked, is it too late to cook? Because it's already 10 something where they're at. It's never too late. You can actually do your work for up to 3 days on full moons. Hell, with this one, you might even be able to sneak it in longer than that because the energy is just going to be all over the place. Gettysburg is absolutely a portal. I mean, have you ever seen the ghost footage from Gettysburg? They don't give a shit. Them ghosts be like, cheese. They're all in the photos. All in the videos,
like this
dancing. Cool. I'm sorry.
That was
hey, what Suge Knight say at the 1994 Source Awards?
Come to Death Row Records.
Yes, like it's absolutely another place that I'm about to drop a lot of videos on y'all. It don't make no sense. Like a lot of videos. Savannah, that's a portal. I'm scared to go.
Just because y'all think we wasn't working. We was
working. We was working. They went and found me on TikTok. I posted a video about the diddler. And somebody was like, why you ain't posted YouTube? I said, God damn.
Said legal.
I said, damn, I'm about to post it today. They sitting in queue, I promise. But
they're on your neck right
they're
now.
on my neck.
They're on your neck.
Listen, I figured out that 2 weeks is like 2 years on YouTube whenever you post.
It do be mad long.
Yeah. So, yes, a portal. It is Disney World. Oh, honey, I only did Disneyland. I put a couple of Disney World, but I only did Disneyland.
What about the Disney World from Mexico, the one that closed down?
Oh, I put that in another video. I feel like.
Yeah, but I'm saying there gotta be haunted
the Mexican
shit
Disneyland was so ghetto, and it's haunted. The fake.
Say Mexican Disneyland?
Yes, they closed it down years ago.
¿Qué pasó?
Yeah.
Ay, ay,
ay.
The
Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, Mickey Mouse.
Oh my God.
So you walk up in that thing, mucho frio.
No, I literally.
Ay, por Dios.
I seen the what is it? They have like a Great Value Snow White statue. Okay, when I say Great Value, it's the off-brand, and she gets up at night and walks around the Mexican Disneyland.
Yeah, if you guys don't know what video she's talking about, you got to go back and tap into that video because you definitely see Snow White cruising. Like, what's happening?
Yes, walking, and then she moved her head. I think I put it in there. Haunted amusement parks. That's what it was in.
Mm-hmm.
They said, "What's Gettysburg?" Gettysburg is when they was doing like the wars. I think it was the Civil Wars. Don't give me the line. You know I'm a ghetto historian, but I like to fact check. And a lot of soldiers died in Gettysburg on this big ass field of grass.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I'm telling you,
they said people still be going out there and digging up like bullet fragments and stuff from like back in the day.
Yes, it was bad.
Crazy.
It was bad. It's crazy. I'm trying to look at all the chat, make sure I don't Diddy party at Gettysburg. Yep.
See, Sky, why would you start this already? I told you we can't cuss for 20 minutes, okay? We're not gonna talk about that place, and we're not gonna get George to press no bells or buttons today. Okay?
Oh, what, Taco Bell? Hey.
Oh my gosh, dude. We had, how long was that? That was approximately 15 minutes. All right. No. Was it 15 minutes? What was the length of this?
Yes.
I need to know. 12 minutes and 15 seconds, guys.
Oh.
Maybe that's our new record. For longest, we've gone without mentioning the bell.
Right.
Oh,
Hey,
and I'm hungry too.
but
Lord.
in you guys' defense, we legit all left here 2 weeks ago, and us and Austin both sat in our cars and ordered Taco Bell.
Oh my God. Okay, so
In your car, you ordered it?
So I stayed outside for an extra 15 minutes because Austin, at the end of the show 2 weeks ago, was like, "Oh, on the app you can get like, you know, a little meal box or something, just a little snacky snack." So I'm sitting there, and he pulls up next to me, and he got his Taco Bell app out. I got mine's out. And I'm like, I'm going to the Bell.
Right, like what you order.
What you order? Yep.
That's nuts.
I'm like, I got extra steak, bro.
Yep.
I don't even like taco place.
So
We can't mention their name no more.
I want them to sponsor me. Come on, baby.
But if you can't keep saying their name and hoping to get a sponsorship, we gotta just say that place with the
It's
bell.
it's always contradictive. As soon as you say a company's name, say sponsor me. It never. They're like
no.
Why?
Why would I give you free? Why would I give you something
just
for
said
anything?
it for free. I'm
You
not
right.
sending
so
you.
I'm not mentioning no more Bell, no more Bull, or anything else.
No.
You know what I'm talking about.
Facts.
If you hear every week, you know
This
what I'm
is a
talking
Del
about.
Taco podcast from here on out. All right.
Yes.
And if you got an issue with it, you can find a different podcast.
Hey, maybe we can
All
talk
right.
about Del Taco so much that Taco Bell get jealous.
Wait, they're like, wait a second.
Listen,
I thought you guys were in love with us.
Hey, welcome in. Okay, so I have not been live on my channel. If you do not know what's going on, hello, my name is Noah, and on Tuesdays, I host a live call-in show called Calls from Beyond, and they are linked in the description of this video. Please go ahead and give me, Austin, George, and Mr. Fresh a follow over at the Calls from Beyond page. I'm going to be going live here for a little while because I think you guys may have been confused. At least TikTok was like, where is this at? So I want to come back here and make sure that you guys understood the assignment and that we were going to go over to Calls from Beyond and subscribe there too, because we're a team, right?
Not the fist pump, like go team go.
Yeah, I like that.
Somebody said, I want to become a member. You have to go to Calls from Beyond. It is tagged in the description, in the title of this, and subscribe and become a member over there. You are welcome to be a member here too, but the members only content from Calls from Beyond will only be on the Calls from Beyond YouTube page. But hey,
And we don't go live the whole time on her page.
Well, we are for the next couple of weeks.
Right,
Yeah.
but usually
we usually don't. That's why so many people confused. But we are here until probably about 8:15, 8:30 Pacific Standard Time, and we take calls. And the number is on the bottom of your screen, and you can call with your creepy, cryptid, alien, Bigfoot story. All right?
Yes. And right now is the time to do that because the caller list is, we're waiting for them.
Yes.
We're waiting for somebody to be brave enough to enter and tell us their scary stories.
Okay.
Yes.
It's a safe space. We've had plenty of people that say they're nervous and they come on
with heat
and
every
they
time.
deliver the show.
Every time.
So you saying the call line is open like Project Hallways?
It's open like Project Hallways.
I mean, it's the P. Diddy case is closed now, but I was about to say.
Oh my gosh, somebody on my channel was like, y'all need to do a spooky Taco Bell mukbang. We're doing that shit.
Whoa, like have Halloween lights and everything around you, and
turn it down, get the microphones
Hey,
real close.
You meant spooky Del Taco.
Oh yeah,
mukbang.
we're going to Del Taco. We're going to
Because
Del Taco.
we don't like the place with the bells anymore.
You know what? Don't do that. You're gonna lose the sponsorship that they ain't gave us all to get. No, But someone asked on my page, I'm going from chat to chat, can we manifest during this eclipse? Absolutely. You want to be manifesting during this eclipse. It is a harvest full moon. It's an eclipse. It's everything you want it to be. So I would highly recommend. That scared the crap out of me.
We got a subscriber.
Yes. Oh, we did. Perfect.
That's a subscriber noise.
Yes.
Shout out.
Shout out to you. I can't see who you are, but I'll give you a shout out when I get back over. But if you are planning to do anything, you can script, you can quantum jump tonight, you can do whatever you want. This is the night.
Quantum jump?
Yes.
You've never heard of quantum jumping?
Yes.
No, I've never heard of quantum jumping, but it actually sounds like something I would like to do.
Yes. Okay, so while we wait for our caller, maybe I'll give a quick tutorial. Okay?
Yes.
So you take 2 glasses of water. Glass. All right? 1 cup, you write your situation and what you are going through. So if you're having money problems, if you don't have, thank you. Hold
shout out to
on, y'all over
Radiance
there showing
Worldwide.
out. Have money problems, you want to find love, whatever the case is, you write that on a sticky note or a piece of paper, you tape it to the cup, put some water in it. You have an empty cup on the other side of you. So you speak your intentions into the water, like everything, let it pour out. All of the things you're going through, whether that be money, sadness, whatever. Mm-hmm. And then you pour it into the empty cup. And then you talk your intentions into the empty cup and thank the universe and God and the ancestors for giving you what you are trying to seek, the opposite of whatever you wrote on the cup. And then you drink it and then you manifest or you meditate. And it's basically a concept that you're jumping into another reality. It works. I swear.
Make sure you got that positive peace of mind too. Like the positive peace of mind. Make sure you thinking about it like it already is yours.
Yes.
Like it's done.
Yes, it's done. Ashe, amen. I
appreciate the universe for giving this to me.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's just one. Do you know I have a book?
A book?
I wrote a manifesting book. It's
No,
123 pages.
I mean, how come out of all these episodes and all the promotion, I have not heard about this
It's
book?
an ebook. Yeah, and you can use it on your iPad or whatever. It's what's that app that you use
Kindle?
to turn your not Kindle, Good Notes approved. But yeah, I wrote a book. I'm thinking about putting it on Amazon, letting them print it. But yeah, it's just a book full of how to manifest, how to heal. All of that stuff, like.
But man, maybe I'm just late to the party.
Yeah, it's called The Art of Having
No, you're
Everything.
not. You're not late to the party.
I've never said it on here.
Okay.
She probably spent 6 months just creating all of this different stuff,
Cultivating it.
and nobody will never see it probably.
No,
because, like,
people bought my book. Excuse you.
She be sitting on stuff. She don't push it the way she should push it.
No, he's right. I gotta have a shadow moment.
It's kind of like cool. It's like the project behind, like, the behind the scenes project, and then people see, they're like, whoa, wait a second here. Because
I wrote it in January of 2023, and I didn't release it until September of last year. He's telling the truth. But my patrons have bought it. If you subscribe on my highest Patreon, you get it complimentary. You get all my ebooks. I'll be writing ebooks. But that's my baby. I put all my heart into it, and I'm thinking about doing another one. Just thinking about it. I don't know I'm going to do it. I may not do it.
I might not do it.
You gotta do it.
I was just thinking about it. The power of water, the magic of water. Water and fire, air, earth. But I'm going to say something. Fire is so powerful, y'all. Fire is so powerful because that little note, I like to burn it and then I meditate. And I picture myself sending my manifestation up to the universe, up to God. And I always get it back tenfold. But yeah, I sure do. I have a book. You're welcome. I see I miss going live on my page. Hey, y'all.
Tell them people that's on your live. Y'all got to make sure y'all come over. And
we be having a time.
Join us, Calls From Beyond.
Yes.
Because this is where we usually do it at, in Calls From Beyond. So this is like a pump fake.
They said Goodreads. No, I don't know. I'm not sure, but I can make it into, I don't know if that's an app, but I have an iPad, so I made it iPad compatible because I noticed that's what most people usually have. Blessed full moon to you too. I'm a hard-headed spiritualist. I got Uh, hold on. I think I got your text message. Is this who I think it is who said, I'm a hard-headed spiritualist. I got a talking board. What's the worst that can happen? I know that ain't you. That text me. So I have a friend I think that's on here. And please don't do too much. Don't do too much tonight. Unless you know what you're doing.
Don't open up portals.
You can absolutely open up a portal in your house tonight. You can absolutely do that.
That's what I'm saying. Don't do it.
Yeah, don't do that. So when should we manifest? I'm East Coast and was told it's 10:44 and the best to clear things out instead of manifesting. Listen, it depends on the spiritualist you're talking to. Yes, you can do clearing work, whatever. But in my everything don't work for everybody. In my experience, I always manifest during new moons, full moons. If I'm trying to do something specific, I will pick a moon phase. So it's just about how you like your coffee. I mean, that's the best way that I can really put it. It's how you like your coffee. Some people don't believe in doing certain things on full moons. Some people do. So yes, see?
Shout out to the super chat.
Yes,
Kamisha.
okay, I'm going to move over real quick.
Profanity.
Oh,
Kamisha, what?
Kamisha.
Hold up. Can you see her screen?
Okay, I don't know. I'm on my YouTube. I'm going back to
No,
the other
Kamisha's
YouTube.
She's in.
Calls from Beyond. Please,
Yeah.
y'all, go over there. But let me just tell you. Hey, y'all. And okay, thank you, Kamisha. Kamisha has a T-shirt line, and I have on one of her T-shirts. Y'all, this is too cute. Hold on, let me stand up.
Oh.
It says, not enough sage for this shit.
That's a good shirt.
This is
I can't believe I didn't read that shirt till just now.
Yes, not enough sage. And I told her, I'm like, I love
the colors on that shirt.
Isn't it cute?
That's a good color.
Yes,
that's
I felt like it was a good
ombre vibe.
Yeah, and she sells a lot of spiritual items, shirts, things like that. So thank you so much, Kamisha. I'm gonna probably commission her for Bali. We're still going to Bali, and she'll probably be making our T-shirts. So I truly
So group shirts.
group shirts. Yes.
All right. So Kamisha, I need a medium.
You know what? You want a belly shirt? A medium in what? Oh, you said you gonna squeeze your skinny ass in a medium, ain't you?
I'm gonna have to do like 66% of women to get some Spanx.
Listen, yes, the shirt is and it's comfy, it's good material. I was like, okay. I just literally landed last night at 8:00, and I seen the package, and I was like excited because I'm like, I'm wearing it to the call-in show tomorrow. So she's in the chat. Hit her up. Yeah. Listen, I'm gonna she actually has like her own way of ordering and all that good stuff, but I love it. I love it, love it, love it.
Here
yes,
we go.
that's a great shirt. Is there any calls in the queue?
We do. We got our first caller in the room.
Hold up.
You wanted me to patch him in right here? 9814. *6 to unmute yourself. You can get the night started off just right with 9814. Caller, you're in the room.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes.
I can. Hello.
Hi, this is Yasmin. How
Hi.
are you guys?
Hi, Yasmin. How are you?
What's going on?
I'm doing pretty good. I had to call in because I know we had spoken a while back about me moving and all the craziness in my house and so forth.
Mm-hmm.
So I hear you talking about manifesting and so forth. But why am I shook to do any of the above? Because of all the craziness, right? And then instead of listening to you, like, because I received your email like the day I got on my cruise ship, I said F it and I walked away. So now that I'm back, it's just getting crazier. Stealing of debit cards, misplacing rather, not stealing because they give it back. But I literally have to sit every night at the foot of my staircase and shout, "Ghost, return my shit." Like I couldn't find my debit card, and I was like, "Ghost, return my shit because we're fucking hungry." And the next morning, I find it in my bathroom.
And you know you look there. You know
I know
what?
because I clean my bathroom, and then they take me my granddaughter's toys, talking about her folder, which I know I put in her book bag type shit. So
That's
I
crazy.
unfortunately, and yeah, you don't understand. I moved to the front door was wide open, and I asked my girlfriend, I'm like, yo, you left the door open? She was like, no. I was upstairs. I was in one of the bedrooms. I was just like, really? Because I mind you, I had things in my hand as if the fucking door was open for me. So I've done a little research about the house, and one of the previous owner had passed away. Because I'm a title agent, so I'm able to like search public registries, records and all that jazz. So yeah, so it's just like I don't even know what to do with myself, Noah. Like, is there anything you could recommend tonight? Because I did do a cleaning,
Yes.
but that shit left me exhausted, like
Yeah.
so tired.
It sounds
So
like you
I don't
have
even know what
either.
else.
It sounds like you either have a child spirit or a trickster spirit. Someone that likes to play a little too much because they return it. It's so funny because I had to tell this to somebody else earlier. You need to ask your ancestors to kick them the fuck out. Like literally.
Okay.
You've done the cleansing. You've done everything, right? This is the last resort. You've done everything that I've told you to do.
Yes, ma'am.
I know you don't play. My patrons do not play when it comes to their peace and them ghosts. So if they ask me something, they're gonna do it. I would recommend tonight lighting some candles, getting the mood right, right? Sit in front of your altar and literally tell them, please get this person out of my house. And then also pray just anyone that does not belong to me, any ancestors, spirits, low vibrational creatures, demons, whatever, that does not belong to me are banished. You are not allowed here. You have to literally stand your ground with these entities because if not, they'll be running through your house for free, hiding debit cards, playing with your baby's toys. So you need to
You understand? Yeah.
yes, you
I
need
will.
to literally let them know like this my shit and you're not invited no more and ask your ancestors to guide you and help you in getting them out. Whatever it is, it's not harmful. You would know. You would
No,
feel
it's
yeah.
not harmful.
No.
It's just like the first couple nights we throw boxes around and like make shit disappear. Like I spent 45 minutes looking for my goddamn keys, leave the house. It's just be a hot mess.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's that. I've been feeling kind of confused lately. Did I spend too much time on the water? Like,
Yeah.
Could it be all connected?
I mean, I feel like anytime spirits are as active as they are in your house, it's going to cause a little fatigue and just knock you off balance. But tonight is the night that you reclaim all of that shit. Because if you let them do this, if you let a ghost shenan once, they gonna shenan again. They're gonna do it. So also this just
so bother me. As long as you fucking stay to your shit, don't be wrecking my shit.
Yeah,
you know
listen, yeah. It comes down to you just have to take over your space now. It's time to let them know I don't like it. You have to go. If you got cedar, sage, I would literally burn it to the point where that smoke detector is going off. Open up every window in your house. Like it needs to be an extermination.
It gotta go.
They gotta go.
Well, I do have some maintenance people coming in, and I had roof people coming in. There's like a whole bunch of people coming in, and so I don't know. Trust me, I'm gonna do my night ritual wait until 10:44 Eastern Standard Time. So I can lay out my stuff.
Yep, and I would say for you, do it for the next 3 days. Like you need to really,
3 days? Okay.
but you need to call upon the ancestors that you know is with that shit. A lot of people don't understand. When they call on ancestors, they'll just say, calling on my ancestors, right? And I do that as well. It's just out of habit. But if you're trying to do specific things like get rid of a ghost, call upon an ancestor that don't play. If you know your grandmama wasn't playing that shit, if you know you had a uncle that was overprotective of you, call on the ancestors, calling on my ancestors that were overprotective and didn't play about my peace, my safety, or me, or anybody in this house. You have to be specific. Yeah.
I would say also once you fully cleanse your house, like you get all your corners, like I'm talking about every walk-in closet, every corner and crack.
Yeah.
Yep.
Make sure you hit salt on your window sills, a layer of salt outside your doors.
Every week I do that.
Yeah, so you can make sure that people that's coming in your home ain't bringing negative energy with them.
That's the entryway. I live in Florida. It rains every fucking day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
But it rains. I'm just saying, that's a whole lot of salt. But you got I do it on the windowsill. I didn't know about the threshold.
Yeah.
But I do have my water with camphor and my elephant that was given to me. So
yeah. Do you have some
you know.
salt, some sea salt or kosher salt, even some table salt?
I do. I have it on all my windowsills
Okay.
in every single room.
You got a little disc of charcoal?
I do. I
Okay.
burn incense, yes, ma'am.
Okay, so take the charcoal, take some
black
salt, pepper, and the charcoal. Put it together, grind it together. Make you some black salt. But whenever you are like cleansing tonight and you're taught, you gotta really like be like, no more. No more. You have to go.
Yeah, I'm a sad on my tree. On my toes.
What do you think about like a
Okay.
little rug, so she could put salt where it won't get wet all the time?
If you have a rug, not a welcome mat. Do not get
No,
a rug.
I don't have a welcome mat.
Okay,
I
good.
just have like a
little.
no.
Put it underneath.
What you
Yep.
suggested?
Yep. Put it underneath there. You can even put some tiger's eye underneath there as well.
I do have tiger eyes.
But thank you.
And
Thank
do me
you
a
for
favor.
calling in.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
No, go
for
ahead.
taking my call.
Yeah, no. Did you have something else you want to tell me?
No, it's all right. I'll send you an email.
You sure?
So we'll
'Cause
talk.
you got me live.
Yeah. Yeah, for real, right? Hold on, let me think real quick. I'll tell you shit. Okay, so when I went to the Dominican Republic, this lady at the beach, she was, you know how they sell all their wares and so forth. She told me not to get into the water, that she'll be right back, right? So she came back and gave me this light blue and white coral necklace. And she told me to put it on every time I get into the water here. I was looking at her like, I put it on though.
Yeah. Okay, so how did you
put
feel?
it on though. I felt great. The water was warm. It was great. You know, I didn't care about wetting the braids, and I was just like happy. It was so relaxed.
You said you just came off a cruise?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. I personally don't wear anything into the ocean. I'd be too scared. The mermaids, I ain't about to play with them. But maybe she
No,
would.
I have jewelry, nothing. No jewelry.
Maybe she
I
knows
learned
something
nothing in
I
my-
don't. Yeah, because they think they thinking
know.
bobs, and I ain't got time to be squaring up with no mermaid over a necklace. But I'm glad you got a rest. But please, tonight, get your house
I'm
back in
definitely gonna
order.
do it.
Reclaim your time and your
But
your
is
space.
it bad that I'm leaving? I'm going to be gone for like 6 more weeks. I'm here for like the next 2 weeks, and then I'm gone again for another 6 weeks.
No.
I feel like, I can still
you're
reclaim
fine.
it and be good.
Yep.
Okay.
And if anybody's at the house, you need to just let them know, like, watch who you let in. If it's people that have to do maintenance, of course, you have to let them in. But sage after you do it, cedar, smoke, whatever, just to make sure the energy is staying clean. But I recommend you do what I told you to do for the next 3 days.
Yes, ma'am. Running to the store tomorrow for more candles. I've been up for 2 days, not 3. All right. Well, thank you, guys.
You're welcome.
I love your show as always. I was
Yes.
pissed off because I couldn't get reception last week, but I got this week.
I appreciate
All right, guys,
you. I
take
love
care.
my patrons.
Thank you.
Love you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, you gotta tell them, listen, I'm not finna play with none of them spirits.
You got to take control.
Facts.
You got to, because if you don't, then they're gonna think, oh, okay, watch this. First it started off as the baby toys, now debit cards, and she gotta ask, can she eat at her house?
Crazy.
Nope.
One of the things that I wanted to talk to both of you guys about is the black doll that's in my parents' house.
Oh.
Okay.
Papa.
Yes. So I was told today by my aunt, because I was explaining to her the show, and she's super tapped into all that stuff too.
Yeah.
Like it's a part of my family that, like, the males learn sports, the females got
Yes.
really into
Spirituality,
and the religious side. So what my aunt was explaining is that doll has to remain in the owner's house, being that my grandma was the one that brought it over. She passed away at the house. It then spiritually passes to my father.
Yes.
And then I think next spiritually in line would be me.
You.
And I would need to keep it at my house.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is it at the doorway in your house?
It's not at a doorway. It's more of like in an open setting. Facing.
Yeah. So for those who have no idea,
I could find a photo
yes,
of it. I took a
he's
picture of it.
George is Cuban, and as soon as I joined the show and started hanging out with him in Austin, I started talking about Ilegua, Ishu, Papa Legba, and he's like, "Wait, I think I have one of those in my house," and I'm like, "Or is it your dad's house?"
Yeah, it was my parents' house.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
where
so
I grew up.
He sent me a picture, and I'm like, "That's absolutely Papa Legba or Ilegua, depending on where you're from." So we usually keep him at the door. That's why I asked. Like, I have my Papa Legba at the door because he's a protector. I wish somebody would come up in my house. I'm never afraid. Like, I literally have a mat, and my mat says, "Home protected by fuck around and find out security." I swear. I found it on Amazon. I got to get a new one because it's fading. It's not welcome. It's you can come in here if you want to. Do as thy wilt.
Right.
You're going to fuck around and find out. Let me catch up on these comments. Someone said that they're a priest and they get rid of these type of things. And I'm also looking for the information for the T-shirts, guys, if you want to purchase one. It's so many comments. I can't even keep up.
Yeah, I know. The chat is flowing.
It's
today.
flowing, yeah.
No, for real.
gotta
You're in
keep
a whole
chat
nother
right.
chat,
Yes.
right?
Yeah, I'm going from both. Richie said, everything that bumps in the night isn't there to harm you. Facts. Facts, facts, facts. There are wanderer spirits, like maybe like 8 months ago, my son, and it's more to this story, but my son was like, "Hey, there's a little boy in the hallway." And I'm like, "Okay, is it your brother?" Like, I have 3 boys. He's like, "No, it's a little white boy in the hallway." And I'm like, "What?" So I try not to like panic.
Try.
Because, I mean, the last time
try.
I checked, I've been black for 33 years. So I'm like, and my children are black. But everything that we talk, some ghosts are not harmful. I just don't want them in my space. And then you have these entities, and sometimes they're children, you know? So they do little things like make your baby's toys go off by themselves. So yes, you are absolutely right, Richie. Everything it's not evil, but I don't want that in my space. I just don't. Unless I go seeking out to fuck around and find out, like with the ghost hunt and different things like that. Yeah, no, I'm cool. Yeah, he said he's been a priest for 23 years. He removes these things all the time. Yes, and that would be actually good. I would love to talk to a priest that removes energies.
We got our next caller.
Okay,
Uh-oh.
hey now.
Let's go.
Here we go. Our next caller, 2882, *6 to unmute yourself. *2882. They joined right in. So I mean, this is a bit jarring for you. I get it.
I was looking for the Legua dogs. I can show you.
I got my dad. He's gonna FaceTime in after this.
Oh, okay.
Or he's gonna join the Zoom, so everybody on the stream will be able to see it live in action. So 2882. Those last 4 digits. You just joined the Zoom call. *6 to unmute yourself.
So they thought they could make a cocktail.
Call.
Oh, there we go.
You're in the room.
Hello.
Hi,
Hi.
Hi. How are you?
I'm doing well. I forgot my own number.
No, you were just listening to the tea. That's all.
That's great. I would have done the same thing.
Oh man, but I called because I've been following Black culture for a little, maybe past 3-4 months.
Thank you.
I love you,
I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
and I love how you really you stand on do not play with the spirit world.
I probably sound like a scaredy cat whenever I say it, but I'll be warning because everything isn't evil. But how do you know whenever you don't know? So that's why I be telling people stay out that spiritual shit unless you know what you're doing.
That part. And I've been dabbling for the past 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
And mind you, kid, I was dabbling without even realizing it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like when my mom saw certain things I was doing, me not knowing because I'm a kid,
Mm-hmm.
and my as I got older, I noticed that she does certain things. Looking back on it, like, probably so I was doing something, and knowing I didn't know what I was doing, but didn't stop me.
A lot of our people did things that was considered magic or whatever, spiritual in nature.
Yeah, it's really, it's really just healing stuff and praying, that kind of thing.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
It was mostly just like praying and healing work that I noticed. She's a healer, know, and I've seen she'll make certain things like when you're sick or, but she don't get too deep into it. And I got a reading from an African spiritualist last year, and he told me that my son really did a lot of stuff, but as the years went on and generations went on, it got watered down because of Christianity.
Yeah,
and I feel like the person back.
Yes,
but I have to be very careful.
Yeah, for sure. Because like I said, our ancestors did a lot of things that is spiritual in nature. That's how hoodoo was born. Hoodoo is West African practices mixed in with Christianity because they handed us a Bible when we got here. And as the generations went on, we lost it because we got so enamored into just Christianity. I can remember my great-grandmother having a vase of water in her bedroom. And I asked her, I'm like, why you got a vase of water in here? I'm a kid. Like, I may be 14, 15. And it was here in Vegas because my family's always been here. And she was like, oh, I'm just seeing how dirty the water is out here. And to me, I'm thinking in my head, that sounds so stupid. And then I'm looking at her doorways and she got horseshoes above them and mirrors. It was all hoodoo. And I didn't even know it back then. And she wasn't going to tell me because this is just, she was from Mississippi. She picked cotton, for Pete's sake. So it's like, yeah. So they were doing things that were what Christians would say witchy nowadays, but they were spiritual in nature. And now
it's really not witchy.
I'm sorry?
I'm saying like all that stuff is really not witchy.
It's not.
I don't know. Got their pennies in a bunch. It ain't witchy.
No. It's just when you don't know no better.
People fear what they don't understand.
Yes. Whenever you're so far removed from your actual culture, like a lot of Black people haven't even been to Africa yet, where they are from. You're so far removed, anything that is unknown is going to be scrutinized. So it's like, I don't even be mad at my Christian brothers and sisters no more. It used to really piss me off because why am I in your algorithm and why are you calling me a devil worshiper? Like, I'm literally reading from the Bible and just mixing little herbs, not in that, order. But it used to like piss me off. And now it's just like, people are going to do and say what they want. When they get on the other side, they will know, they will realize like, okay, I kind of got this wrong. Everybody's played a movie and taught things whenever they die. So, we'll get back there.
My philosophy is a little bit different. Like, I just feel like, why can't people just look at religion as religion?
Yeah.
Like, you like what you like, just like a relationship. Like, you like what you like. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, people are so busy making people feel bad about their points of views and things that they may like. It's like, if that's what they like, let them like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? You don't make fun of somebody that's Catholic for being Catholic.
No.
And Catholics don't make fun of Christians for being Christian. So why would you make fun of somebody who's trying to understand where they come from and get more in depth or more understanding of where they come from?
They say, people, the first thing that people that are racist or just people I don't see in color, but you see religion. Come on now. Let's be fucking for real. Let's be for real. It's crazy at this point. But, it was said that we were only supposed to be blinded for 200 years. Our 200 years is up. That's it, So now we are going into spiritual spaces. We are leaving the church. We're venerating our ancestors. We're learning about conjure and root work and all that other stuff. So it's a revolution, and it won't probably be televised and won't be popular. So I think we'll get there though. I feel like I've built a community of spiritualists, baby spiritualists, Christian people follow me, Catholic people follow me. I had someone that told me they were a Buddhist. So I mean, we'll get there. We'll get there.
The first step is understanding.
Yeah.
All people got to do is seek that information so that they can get a greater sense of understanding. You know, like me growing up, I grew up in a Christian family, but my dad's side of my family was Muslims. And I always used to wonder, like, how could you say something about one religion and I got both religions around me and both of these people, you know, love the same thing for real.
Yeah.
It's just, they just call it a different name.
Yeah. I literally, my mother-in-law called me a devil worshiper.
Don't be airing out my mom's.
She don't watch this show. I know she don't. But, you know, and I try to explain, you know, but it is what it is. I'm like, you don't really believe I'm a witch because you wouldn't have just called me that. Like, there's no way you believe that. I don't claim to be a witch. Well, but like I said, it just takes understanding and a dose of minding your motherfucking business.
Facts.
And you'll be just fine. Yeah. Period. But thank you so much for calling in. That was a good conversation starter.
Yeah, absolutely. I wanted to say something else, but my time's probably okay.
Oh no, she's good.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
Okay, so I've had like dreams since I was a kid, and like I mentioned about my mom, and I was like 2 when I was like 2. I had a dream when I was 2, and I went to my mom. Mind you, I don't remember none of this shit. I'm just going by what she told me. She was like, "You ran in my room saying that my cousin was crying about something." And I'm just like, I don't know. I'm like, 7 at the time. I don't know. And sure enough, my mom called that particular cousin that night, and she was crying. And mind you, this cousin is tough, okay? Like, she never cries about nothing. And when she told me that, even as a kid, I was like, oh, I just noticed it, But anyway, as years went on, certain dreams I would have, even about like a certain car accident I got in, I knew it was going to happen before it happened.
Like premonitions.
Yeah, like I'm in medical care, and certain patients that pass away, I'll have a dream about it. Like, it's just a lot of things I'll dream about, and then it'll happen. And I was talking to this one lady, she's an older caregiver, and she came to me randomly one day and was like, "Have you had any interesting dreams lately?" And really, the night before, I really did. I had a dream about one of my coworkers. I was like, I actually did. Well, why did you tell me this?
That is crazy.
And I was scared. Sometimes I feel like my dreams, like, is it something that's going to happen? Is it something I can prevent? Or is it just God preparing me for what's going to happen? And she told me, the dreams you have, you can't stop the situation. You're just being prepared for it.
Just like spiritual practices were passed down to us, so were gifts. You said your mother's a healer. I know 3 psychic sisters, and they all are psychics, and they are different, but they're all psychics. So it's things that's passed down to us that we'll never understand from people that we never met. They know us very well because they're ancestors, but we don't know them. I noticed in my chat, because I'm going back and forth, they're talking about the Blue Lotus. Have you ever tried Blue Lotus, like making it a tea or smoking it?
I've seen it on ads, but I never tried it.
It's supposed to kind of... I'm sorry, what'd you say?
I tried some other stuff, and I had very interesting experiences with those.
Yeah. So there are ways that you can cultivate and strengthen your gift, because right now we're just out here willy-nilly with a gift, right? But if you meditate, if you take certain herbs, listen, there's a lot of people like you, and they email me and they reach out to me because they're like, I know this is not normal to see the future or whatever, but it's just a gift that you can't stop, but you can control it, and you can learn how to sharpen it. I would recommend meditating and also doing teas with different herbs. You got to learn alchemy and see what each herb does, the benefits are magically, if you smoke it, if you drink it, if you conjure with it. I have a book. I think it's called The Green Witch or something, but it's a book just full of herbs, and it tells you all the properties. I highly recommend it.
Wow, thank you.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Okay, and that's really right up my alley because I like doing stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like I experience those things.
It's a powerful way to get that third eye working, and a lot of people like to take it before bed because their dreams are more vivid. You know, a lot of people like to smoke tree. Like, I don't know if I could say it on live, but like,
yeah, tree's good.
Yeah, when I do that, oh my God, it's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't do that often.
No, what I was
but
gonna say,
when I do, if
I wouldn't. I mean,
my she's just looking at the tree. She's looking at the sky, talking to God. I'm like, yeah, I do.
Yeah, yes. So I feel like because tree is just an herb, right? I feel like that's good for meditating and not indica, the other ones. I don't want to get in trouble on this. I don't know
Sativa
what
is
I
the
can
name
say.
of a song that Janae.
Yeah,
it's a good song.
there we go.
Right, because
song.
it's good
treat.
for clearing your mind as he takes a drag from a pen.
It's a great song and plant.
So, but I noticed whenever I would do it before bed, I wouldn't dream. It's not good for dreams. You want to get something, if you notice that you're dreaming things that's about to happen, you want to get something that's going to sharpen your mind, not dull the senses. So I would highly recommend looking into some herbs that'll help you with that, because then you'll be able to better receive the dreams and the premonitions and all that good stuff.
And one more thing before I hang up. One more thing, if I don't mind.
Yeah, sure.
So I don't know why I have a thing for raccoons, right?
I love raccoons.
Because I'm
a little nasty vermin, especially baby ones.
Even
They're so cute.
I used to at some point. And, I don't know why. I love raccoons. I love looking at them.
Me too.
And her mother passed this year.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And it's okay. My aunt, she went through my grandma's china cabinet and found like this black angel figurine. Mm-hmm. And guess what it had next to it?
A raccoon.
A raccoon?
A rat.
Aww. I love raccoons. I know they're so annoying, but I love them. They're so cute as babies.
Yeah.
I won't get any bright ideas.
Along with her and my granddaddy.
Yeah.
And it just brings me peace. Mm-hmm. I just find it so interesting that my aunt gave that to me at that particular time.
Yeah.
Like, wow.
Yeah. It was just a little, hey girl, hey. Whenever things like that happens.
The spiritual meaning of raccoons. Low key, I am like that.
I am absolutely. I didn't know the spiritual meaning of raccoons, but I absolutely. Yeah, I absolutely love them.
Spirit, but not like a bad one. It's just like, well, I guess it can be if you look on the opposite end. But if anything, I'm gonna try to trick you to do the right thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. Animals have spiritual meanings. I love elephants, but I really have a thing for little pigs. I don't know why, but I like them. And monkeys.
She has a thing for anything little.
That's funny. That's my zodiac.
if it's a baby, I'll take it.
If it fits in her hand, she wants it. If it's it could be a monkey, a pig. It could be she wants a micro farm.
A micro farm
with a mini barn.
Wow. That's like Farmville, but like real life.
Like real life. I mean, well, thank you for calling in. I appreciate it.
Absolutely, I appreciate you guys. I'm gonna continue watching the show. Y'all have a great night.
Well, for sure. You have a good night.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Thank you. So I want a micro. I am. I want a micro farm, and everything has to be little. Everything has to be little.
Like little rakes.
Yes.
To rake the little tiny
miniature
field.
rakes. Have you ever seen a miniature cow?
No, but I want to look it up.
It's so cute.
There was one thing the caller had brought up, and it just flashed me back to a night where one of Cameron's friends from high school came over with a new boyfriend, and we smoked like literal Blue Lotus. I guarantee you, it was rolled up and we smoked it, and I was like, this is cool. It's a nice thing to toss in the arsenal, I will say.
Yeah.
That's
it just adds a little razzle dazzle. People take it as a tea before bed and different things like that. It's not like a mushroom. It doesn't give you that type of effect.
No.
But the ancient Egyptians used to use that shit all the time.
Oh, yeah, dude.
They had all the good shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm getting a micro farm one day in this lifetime, maybe whenever I'm retired somewhere. But I want genetically modified chicks that never grow. I want a micro pig. I want a micro cow. I want a pony, like one that does a miniature horse.
Those exist. You don't need anything genetically modified.
No, I'm talking about the chicks. That doesn't exist. I'm just delusional.
Yeah.
But I want this farm of little things.
I'm a fan. I'm a fan because you don't need a lot of space.
Nope.
That's the big thing, right?
Nope.
You see all these farms and they're fucking enormous.
Yes.
They're tough to comprehend.
Yep. And I literally just want a bunch of little animals. And I'm going to buy a bunch of teacup Yorkies just to run around the property. And we're going to live happily ever after.
Wow.
Why teacup Yorkies?
Because they're small and they never get big.
It's so widow. It's so cute. Yeah, I wish I had a sound effect, a widow sound effect to play. Oh,
Yes.
I have the photos, by the way. Let me just see here. Yeah, I can pull them up for the people. Boom.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ashe.
Yeah,
Ashe. They're so beautiful.
Two. I completely forgot there was two. But yeah, I mean, we like deck them out. The one on this right side, we always put the lottery tickets in its hands. I think this one's the oldest one. So, I mean, you're looking at, this is something that probably was made in the 1800s, maybe before then.
And he got his Haitian rum on the side of him. Is that Barbacourt? I think it's called Barbacourt. I know it's
No, I
is it
think
rum?
this is just a wine.
Is that Bacardi?
No.
They're beautiful though.
Yeah, like really good condition and like heavy, you know?
Yes,
And because as a kid, you don't know any better. I would move these things around all the time, and I didn't.
Well, no, that's because Ilegua loves kids. He's depicted as an old wise man and a little boy.
They're like, I don't know why, but it's like disarming, like when you look at it, I don't know. As a kid, like I wasn't scared of this doll. You'd watch all these creepy videos about other dolls and like how people would be afraid of them, but like I have these in my house and I'm like I'm not thrown off.
Yeah, we both of ours are at our front door.
Yeah,
And
we give them toys.
Yeah, like
we do have like we deck it out. They're decked out with stuff
Candy.
around it.
Yeah,
he gets money.
Yep, he gets money. He gets.
She'll come to me like, babe, give me $10. $10 for what?
And then I'll be like, it's for Ilegua. And he'd be like, here. He don't ask no questions.
And our kids don't steal the money. It's crazy.
No,
Like they know.
You know what's great? Oh my God, there was money all the time.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
It's flashing back. Sometimes you just I don't know.
Man, listen.
I'm regrowing back into it. You're experiencing me at a time where this is all starting to connect and make sense.
Yes.
I think this show was probably good for you because now.
Oh, I know it was.
Now when you get you get it passed on to you, you're not gonna be like, I don't want that at my house.
Yeah.
You know?
There's two shows that I'm very proud that I have like taken a passion into. One was Latino Junkies, because after my grandma died, I stopped speaking Spanish, right?
Yeah.
And it was like a full year and a half. And then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take it over. I produced a show. They're gonna hit 10,000 subscribers this month.
Oh, that's dope.
But I
dope.
helped them get to like 7K, and then everything happened with the studio, yada yada yada. But that connected me with it, and then this show obviously is connecting me with the spiritual side. I'm a man of wanting to know a lot of things.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't close myself off. To things.
and I love that because, like, you spoke Spanish the other day. Like 2 weeks ago, I said, George, you speak Spanish.
Yeah.
You speak Spanish, and you're like, yeah, I'm fluent, and I never I didn't know.
Si se puede.
Yeah.
Si tú quieres.
See, I
Si
know.
Dios, todo es posible.
Okay. All right, man.
Uh-huh.
You gonna have to
Something's
give me some
possible.
lessons.
I think
you said
that
I
was
can.
possible.
Yeah.
Yes, I can. I knew that.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
I only went to
If I
Spanish
can.
3. I meant
If God allows me to.
always do. Listen,
Boom.
I wish. That's what I hate about colonization. Like, I made the video about the Zimbabwe mermaids, and I made a TikTok regarding it. And the Zimbabweans, they came in and they was dragging me in their language, and I cried and colonized. I cried. Uh-oh, there we go. Somebody in the room?
Oh, yeah, I muted. I don't know if they knew they were in the room. I muted them real quick. You ready to take one? There we go. There we go.
Oh, hello? Oh,
hello.
8674, what's up?
Hi.
Hey there.
I don't know. Hey. So, I'm from New Orleans.
Hey,
Okay,
now.
hey.
And I know. And I want to tell you a spooky story that I had. It always freaks me out. So I went on a ghost tour, and I went to the house where the lady killed all the slaves, right? And then we also
the Lala Mansion.
Yes, the Lala Mansion. So we went there, and then we went to, it was like an all-boys school where 2 boys were killed in the fire. So I'm not thinking nothing of it. I went home that night. Everything was usual. Everything was decent until the next day. I hear somebody coming up my stairs, and I had a roommate at the time. Like loud steps. I hear somebody coming up my stairs, and they go into my roommate's room. Open the door, close it. At this time, I did not know my roommate went out of town. My boyfriend was at the house too. He heard the stairs first. He said, "Oh, your roommate must be home. She's coming up the stairs." I said, "Okay." I did not hear her leave for a while. And I'm like, I asked my roommate come home the next day. I asked her, "Was you at the house?" She was like, "No." Then she got scared real fast. And I was like, she was like, why? I said, somebody walked up the stairs and went into your room. And she slept downstairs for like a month. But what's crazy, I think stuff like this happened to her before, because I went into one of her dressers that she brought into the house, and she had like a Ghostbuster card. And it was like trying to find ghosts and stuff like that. But that was like one of the weirdest experiences I had personally with that. And I went back and I talked to the guy who gave me the tour. He was like, "Oh, I'm about to use this." So he told me just go back to the house and tell them to go home. He said most likely it's the little kids. The little kids they will follow you home.
Yes.
And they will play little tricks on you and stuff like that. He said go back with a stern voice and tell them to leave. But I didn't have no experience since then.
Yeah. And that's why I be telling people walk out backwards. And that's why I'm a little weary. Some of these ghost tours, I be weary because you can absolutely bring something home with you. You ain't never had no issues before you went on that ghost tour. But like the man said, you also can take their little asses home. You can take them back to where they came from.
Right. And with me, for some reason, this is what I wanted to get in contact with you about for the longest. Because I didn't know who to talk to about this. I always had a fear of being possessed. I don't know where it come from or what's that about. And recently I was having dreams about either I'm being possessed or someone close to me being possessed. And I'll just wake up and be like, what the hell? And then recently I ran into these couple of girls that was in the spiritual community, and they kept saying, like, you have healing powers. And they just kept saying, and I was like, I feel something spiritual about me, but I don't know what it is. And I don't know, I'm scared to tap into it because of me being, number one, I'm scared of being possessed. For some reason, I don't know where it comes from. And I don't want to tap into any gifts I might have and being scared of, tapping into something I'm not ready for.
Well, you got to understand, some things are beyond us understanding. Some things be epigenetics, meaning that somewhere down the line, one of your ancestors experienced it. Some of it be past life regression. So it's like you don't really know until you get a reading. I would recommend like I always do, Trinity Oracles, they are the truth. That's who I go get my readings from. We actually have a collab coming up soon, but they're psychics and they can tell you exactly what you need to be doing, because that sounds like something that either happened to an ancestor or in a past life. When we have what I call irrational fears, they don't feel like, it probably doesn't feel irrational, but it's like it overwhelms you, it engulfs you, and then you start dreaming about it. A lot of the times that shit be coming from your past life. Something happened to you then that you are fearing, but you don't know what that is. Especially if it just came out of the blue, or if it's a fear that you had all your life. So I would definitely get a reading. And I can send you to somebody. Those psychics I had that read me, I still go to them. They were amazing.
Okay, please.
And yes, they're amazing and they are legit.
I'm sorry, I'm at work. I work for Amazon.
Right.
I'm just checking my van.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Putting it in. Shout out to you.
Yes, thank you so much for listening in on your shift. I'm going to actually have my assistant put Trinity Oracle's information into the chat. Lauren, if you can hear me, please get their information. If you are busy right now, you can find it on the video that I posted where they interviewed me, or I interviewed them and they read me. So, but I would recommend, definitely getting a reading.
Yeah, because I really think it's something to do with my past life. And I saw a long time ago, I don't know if you ever talked about this. It was like a lady, she was doing a past life reading of somebody. Mm-hmm. And like that kind of spooked me out because like a lot of stuff I was like resonating with the woman's past life. So like I always had the feeling of, I don't know, like even since I was a kid, like I don't belong here. I still feel that to this day. Like, why am I here? I don't belong here. I don't have a calling. Why am I back here?
Yeah.
So I'm like, what's going on? So I'm like, it's something in my past life that's trying to reach me to this day, and I'm just not figuring out. But I'm also scared to reach into what I need to reach into because of the, like you said, them dreams of this. It's kind of constantly fucking with me.
Yeah. Yeah. And
I'm sorry. I know I'm curse.
Yeah, you're all right. You can cuss on here. Shit, we all grown. It just I'm ghetto. I'm sorry, but
watch your profanity.
Right? No, when we say watch your profanity, we really mean go ahead and drop the F-bomb again. Go ahead, cause fuck it. Who gonna stop us? Who gonna say no? Ain't nobody gonna check us. No, but they also have past life regression sessions as well, where these people are trained to have you relax, close your eyes, and it's almost like hypnosis, and you are literally seeing your life. And it feels like you're probably there for a long time, but you're not. I haven't found, there's one person on YouTube, and I cannot find her information, and y'all probably know I'm talking about. It's a black lady that's here on YouTube, and she does past life regressions. If y'all knew who I'm talking about, drop her name in the chat so I can find her, because I followed her, but I'm an old lady. I don't know how to I don't know how to see who I subscribe to.
Yeah, I think I seen her. That's who I was talking about. It was like a long time ago when I seen her.
Yep. So you could do that and also get a reading, but that sounds like some past life shit that you went through where either you were possessed or you were afraid of being possessed or someone around you was possessed.
Yeah, okay. Because I'm getting comfortable with it now for some reason. Because the last dream I had with possession was this girl I had recently met, and she was a white chick. And for some reason, it was like I'm laying down. All my friends was in like a party group, and I looked up, and we kept asking where she was. And then I looked up, and she was looking down, like her veins was coming out her face, and like green drew, like it was so like freaky, and it just woke me up, and I stopped talking to her. I think maybe it's something telling me I'm not your friend no more.
Girl, yes, and y'all better be listening to that. You meet people, and sometimes it'll come to you in your dream. That person will be in your dream doing some weird shit, and you be like, nah, I don't want to be friends no more.
Yeah, I was like, no, because she was in the ceiling fan, just going in circles and just looking in my soul. And I was like, nah, I can't fuck with you no more.
No, for real. I please take that advice. Don't mess with people that be in your dream doing weird shit. It's not for nothing. Your ancestors sending you messages. God is trying to tell you something. But thank you so much for calling in. I appreciate it. Truly. Thank you for all the support.
Thank y'all so much.
You're welcome. You have a great night. Have a good shift.
You too. Bye-bye. Thank you. Bye.
Man, that shit is crazy.
Hey, so Jacinda's trying to hide from us. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna need Jacinda to come back to the chat. Because she's not just going to start saying some crazy stories that now she got half of us invested in.
Oh, yep. She'll be back. Either call us or come back to the chat.
I told her to call. I said we only got a few people in the chat. I mean, in the waiting room. Call us because she said she had a dream. She said that. Hold on, what she said is.
I think she might be in the room.
Right, is she in the room?
1734.
Yeah, somebody's in the room. To answer someone's question that asked me a long time ago in the chat, I'm sorry, I didn't see it. If you are white, you are absolutely open to, you can venerate your ancestors. I don't know if they told you that was just a black thing. It's not. Hopefully that is her, and it might.
I don't think so because she's laughing at us.
1734. Caller, you're in the room.
It's not me. I'm sorry to disappoint. I mean, it's not her. Like in the chat, I don't want to disappoint. I was like, damn, I'm next. They're gonna be disappointed.
Oh no, we still welcome you with open arms. Hey, girl.
We love everybody.
Hey guys, how are you, Mr. Fresh? How are you, Noah?
Good.
How y'all doing?
I'm good.
Oh my God, we have such a dialogue going on tonight, don't we? Oh my God, like there's so many stories that are coming in that are just triggering me.
Yeah.
Like if we were in a room, we could talk for hours type triggering.
Yeah.
So the last caller that we heard, oh my God, I was listening to her and I'm like, I feel where she comes, not the possession part, but like the irrational fears.
Yes.
Because I have an irrational fear of fire. And, so when I was 4, all right, quick story. It's not even that spooky, but it can be probably, I don't know. But when I was 4 years old, I was wide awake. And I saw a fire burning in my closet. I could feel the heat. I can feel all that. And of course, when you're 4, you're told, scream, fire, fire. You know what I mean? Right. I was screaming, fire, fire. My mom comes in and shit, and she was just like, look, I'm pointing to the closet that there's a fire. You know what I mean? But when I looked back at the closet, it was no longer there. Well, it turned out the house behind us was on fire. You know what I mean? That's what happened. But I was screaming like our house was on fire.
Wait, whose house was on actual fire?
It was an actual fire in like a house in the back of our house. It was like we had a backyard, but then it was really, really weird. And my mom thought it was really weird too. But I just kept having nightmares, not because of that, but I've always had nightmares of being burned alive. And so I used to tell my mom about these dreams, and she was like, well, that's when she told me about Salem. You know what I mean? She was like, well, it's not far-fetched, you know what I mean? Because you could have been like one of the accused in Salem witch trials, you know what I mean? And she's like, and I was like, oh, I don't know about that. She's like, or even England, because they were big on that too in Europe. So I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I had dreams of Salem. And I've never been there. I'm going to be honest. I've never been out of state a day in my life, and I'm mad about that. But, I've never been to Salem, and I saw, like, the houses and everything. And then I forgot if I watched a documentary, and I'm like, oh, my God, that's Salem. You know what I mean? I was looking, I'm like, oh, my God, I know that house. Yeah. So... But I keep it all inside because, I don't want to act like I'm crazy and shit. Like,
listen, we're all crazy, girl. This is what this show is for the crazies, the people that have been called crazy, paranoid, schizophrenic, been thrown in institutions because we see dead people.
So if you're 100% normal, you probably
if you're normal, you're in the wrong spot. Your algorithm failed you. Okay. It's literally, I believe you. Past lives are so crazy, and I know we don't have anybody next, so I'm gonna tell you something. Something you just said reminded me of something that happened to me like a year ago. I was sleeping and I was traveling, and I don't know if I was astral projecting. I felt like I was. I just don't remember the I got out my body part. And I was traveling and I was in the 1800s, like late 1800s. And I'm looking at all these people and they're dressed in old timey clothing, right? And I'm like, I know where I'm at in the dream. I'm like, I'm dreaming, but I know this place. I've been here before. So I start looking and I see this light-skinned woman. And I said, that's me. That's me. And I remember her face perfectly. We didn't look anything alike. She was slender. She had a head covering, like how they wrap your hair when you work in the kitchen or in the house. I knew I was I was in the antebellum period. And I knew that was me. And nobody really could see me. And I was following her around because I'm like, what am I about to do? And so I look, and she was listening to two white men, two slave masters. She was spying on them, right? And in my heart, I said, girl, move. They're going to catch us. Like, they're going to catch us. And they caught her. And so they dragged her from the house that they were in. It was like a little shed. And they dragged her, and they literally tied her hands to a pole like you seen in the movies, and they whipped her. And I was like, why didn't I move? Like in my dream, I'm like, I know that's me. Why was I ear hustling and why didn't I move in time? Because I knew in my body that she was going to be caught. Like I've seen this movie already. And so then after he got done punishing her, he takes her off of the post and gives her to the other slaves. So they're like, the ladies are carrying her away basically. Like she can barely stand up. But I look at her and she's passing by. It's a crowd because whenever they whoop her, it makes like a crowd, a circle around her. And so I literally was like, my dumb ass could have avoided that. Talking to myself in my head like, girl, you knew that you was going to get caught. And so whenever they passed by me, remember, nobody around could see me, but me and her locked eyes. Right. We locked eyes, like, and I looked at her and she looked at me. And even whenever they were like, I'm getting goosebumps thinking about this shit because I forgot about this. Even whenever they were carrying her away, she turned her head to look at me. Me and her looked at each other. It's like she could see me. And then I woke up and I was like, yo, what the hell was that? I don't even think I told one person about having a series of weird ass dreams at that time. Dream. Yeah.
It was crazy.
I was like, was I in a past life? Like I knew what was going to happen. And I'm like, my dumb ass could have avoided that whooping back in the antebellum days, trying to air hustle on massa. I was talking shit in my head in this dream. So when I say I be believing that kind of stuff, when you be in your dream, and even though it's like terrifying, you're being lit on fire, burned alive. But in this dream, I was getting my ass whooped for spying on massa. So I totally believe in all that kind of stuff, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, I've always see my mom. She had a different term. I know people call it astral project and everything like that. My mom used to call it dream walking.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And I know it's a term now. And she used to tell me that when it's very possible because in our family, like I said, we have gifts. And because I used to sleepwalk. Like I would get so deep in my dreams that I would sleepwalk and actually act out where I'm walking to, obviously. So there are times when I have dreams. I know this is going to sound crazy. I know we said this is a crazy place, but yes. But I believe I do go to different dimensions. You know what I mean? And I'm not trying to be nasty. I'm not trying to be nasty, guys. And I mean men when I say guys. But it increases during that when Aunt Flo comes. All right, let me put it that way. It increases very, very much during that time. So it gets to the point where I go to these places, these different alternate realities, these different dimensions that I go to. It's so real. I could feel the touch, the pain, the taste.
Yeah.
Like I had a dream I was tasting something. I was me, but I was a totally different person.
Yes.
I can't explain it. It was me, but I had a different family. You know what I mean? Like it was really, really weird. But I'm sitting there tasting something that I cooked, and I can taste the beef. It's so weird. And when I woke up, I didn't taste it. You know what I mean? But it was like my mom used to tell me, she was like, honey, you're a dream walker. And I'm like, what the hell does that even mean? She was like, it's when you can travel to different dimensions. You can go to alternate realities. My mom was a huge believer in it, but she could not practice it because she was held bound on that Christianity. And nothing against Christianity, but it was like, where did she learn this?
And everything is of the devil, you know. It makes it impossible. It's like, come on. Some things are more spiritual, you know. What is it called? Starseed children. That's a thing. That's people that were sent here to heal Earth, and giants are real. I mean, they got them in their book. Why can't this be all real? Why can't people just accept that we're more spiritual beings living a human experience than we are human? You know?
Right. Yes. We are our own power. You get what I'm saying? Like, we can manifest so many things, but because of being oppressed in so many different ways, whether you're, like you're black and you grew up being oppressed, your ancestors, or if you're a woman, you know what I mean? Just black and a woman is a double whammy, but, just saying a woman being oppressed by man himself. No offense, guys. I'm not saying y'all, but I'm just saying just in general, it like blocked our senses. You know what I'm saying? It blocked our third eye to the point. God, I love these conversations.
And now it's
I never have any conversations.
Yeah, no. And now we're trying to deconstruct what's been instilled within us. Over on Patreon, like, I really don't post a lot of YouTube content there. I post a lot of spiritual content, like it's a lot of baby spiritualists, and some of them have remorse or guilt for even being in the practice, but once they figure out, and once you deconstruct that you are not evil for doing certain things, following certain faiths, it gets so much better. And it's so much easier. Once you stop giving a fuck, it's marvelous.
Right.
Once you stop caring, it's everything. So I feel like we're getting there. We're trying to deconstruct. We're not missionaries. We're not going to try to convince anybody, No,
but not at all.
The people that get it, that come over, they have way more peaceful lives, I feel like.
It's also not your job to bring people to the religion. Like, at the end of the day, if somebody wants to find out more, then they can educate themselves just like everybody else.
Right. Spiritual law, my spiritual law in my head, I can't reach out to people and go door to door and say, hey, would you like to hear about my Lord and Savior, Oludumare? No, I'm not doing that.
No.
I'm not going to do that. So it's like whenever spirit calls you, it will call you. Whenever it's time, you will know it is time, So
right.
It's just,
I'm still trying to figure out where I'm supposed to be. And so many different things pull me. And, but at the same time, like you said, you don't want to fuck around and find out in the wrong damn thing, and you thinking it's good for you, because how many times have we gotten into things that we thought were good for us, and then fucked around and found out?
But so they're all
I'm so scared. Yeah.
Don't be.
You're right.
Because
right. No, they are. Yeah.
Even if you do something that makes you fuck around and find out, it's a lesson, and your ancestors let that happen because you needed to fuck around and find out. That's why I be telling people, don't be conjuring without, the first rule to conjure and root work is to know how to take it off. You need to know how to take it off before you put it on.
Yep.
So you'll get there.
That's
Come
also
over
why
to Patreon.
I was going to say that's also why being part of a community is so important, because it's other people who have already bumped their head and learned them lessons. You know what I mean? So you could ask around first before you even go down that path, so if it's something that you shouldn't be doing.
Yeah. And that's for real. It's a community. Get in a community, and whenever you finally do initiate into whatever it is you may want to initiate in, make sure it's the right house, Just, you can have that. But I think I do have another caller. I'll talk all day.
We got a couple more.
But thank you so much.
Yeah. I apologize.
No,
absolutely.
I can talk about it all day, every day.
Yeah, me too. Me too. All right, y'all. Thank you. Have a good night.
All right, you as well.
Thank you.
Thanks.
So, y'all, I think the next person in the room is the call we've been waiting for.
Uh-oh. Mr. Fresh, when you say that, I gotta play that sound effect. That's just the rules.
I mean, she said she was in the room, so I'm hoping that she in the room.
Did she send the last 4 digits?
I don't know. I could ask.
Somebody said, remember, collective thoughts can manifest. Absolutely. Get a community, because once you got a good one, a really good one, you'll be good.
6083.
Is it 6083?
Oh, now, Mr. Fresh, of course it's 6083. *6 to unmute yourself. Oh my God. She's about to enter the room. Call her here in the room.
Hello.
Jacinda, hey.
Hi, Jacinda.
Hi. How are y'all?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing okay. I'm a little fat off of crab legs right now, but I'm good.
Oh, yeah, that sound bomb. But thank you for calling in.
For real. Most people wouldn't deal with the pressure. They'd be like, nah, I don't want to talk now.
Listen, we just 4 friends having a conversation. That's all.
No, listen. Like, when I tell you I have so many stories that's just like that, it started when I was like 7 years old. But I guess, like, the main story, the one y'all want to hear, is about when Hole had just saw a man walking out of water in a dream. So here's a little bit of backstory. It was like senior year of college. I was just getting into spiritual stuff, was having some drama with some friends who were beyond that shit crazy. That's another story. But like when I say they were beyond bad shit, they was doing some weird shit. But it was around Halloween, I guess. Halloween time. But I kid you not, like, the dream is literally I'm at a lake. It's like at night, sort of a little bit of fog rolling in over the lake. Or otherwise, it was very peaceful. And then as I'm sitting there, I'm looking at the water, and I see like half of a man's face start to emerge out of the water. And, it's a black man, African features and everything. And the top part of his face is painted white, like a half skull.
Continue.
And that was a dream, and I woke up to I'm like, the fuck you mean? And so I wake up. And so on actual Halloween, I'm coming back from classes because I had went to like a haunted house or whatever on my college campus at the time. And so I'm driving, I'm minding my little black girl business, and I having to look up in my rearview mirror, and there this man is again staring at me in my face. I'm looking at him, he's looking at me.
The same man from the water?
Yes, the same man from the water.
Okay, hold on. Wait a minute.
Who was that?
No, did you happen to be at a 4-way street, or near a cemetery, maybe? Where were you?
So, funny story, I live up the block from a cemetery. But also, the main entrance to my road is kind of like a 4-way. So, I live on a dead-end street, so it's that one exit, but then,
it's still a crossroad,
it's still a crossroad.
Well, I guess Bone Thugs wasn't the only one meeting people at the crossroads.
Okay.
But yeah,
so same man from the dream coming out of the water.
How you come out the water with your face painted white?
And half skull?
Listen.
And the paint don't run.
Yep, half a skull.
Unless it's...
Okay, let me go back to my chat real quick. Because I know they listening to this.
The best way I could explain it is in Princess and the Frog, when Dr. Facilier is doing his thing. Yep.
Yeah, that's why I said depending on because Ilegua, half of his face is sometimes depicted as white and red, or red and black, or white. But when you just said the best way I can describe it, and then the skull is Princess and the Frog. Disney, they play too much because the Shadow Man is Baron. So you have the Barons. You have Baron Criminal. You have Baron Scimitar. you have Baron Samedi. It's all a bunch of different aspects, but the one that the Princess and the Frog was depicting was Baron Cemetery, right? It's cemetery, but it's French, right? So that's why I'm like, did you happen to be at the cemetery at one point? I would seek some divination because there is no way. There's only one other person in this world that I know that has seen him in the flesh, like.
And she was hot. She was a hot one.
Yeah. So I would go get a reading because why? What he want? What does he want?
But this was 7 years ago, though. But I still remember it. But
it doesn't matter. It does not matter.
Yeah.
Because you don't know. It could be a calling for you to come to the practice, or it can be a warning that somebody's doing something that's within the practice to you, boo. So I would definitely go get a reading because even if it was a long time ago, just curious minds. Yeah. And plus I'm nosy, so.
And I've been trying to find people that actually do readings in my area because I kind of like the face-to-face aspect of a reading, but my area is full of the non-melanated readers and.
Yes. No, I would go to someone melanated. Yeah. You can go see a babalao. They give the best readings. And it's on the spirit.
You could get one online too, right? Like somebody to do it, like FaceTime.
A lot of babalaos don't like to do it. A lot of padrinos don't like to do it. They're not playing that. I would say to look up a Botanica or Ifa. It's like they're in plain sight, but they're in hiding. All you got to do is Google like a babalao to get a reading or a mambo to get a reading because it concerns me that you seen this man, you were awake. That's concerning. But like I said, you want to make sure that they ain't playing with the loa or even orishas. Or if it's a calling, if it's something you need to do, if it's something you are meant to initiate in, then you want to know that as well. So,
and funny you mentioned the orisha because this kind of happened recently. So I was driving. A lot of this stuff always happens when I'm driving. It's never when I'm home.
Yeah.
Minding my business. It's always when I'm on the highway operating dangerous machinery and I should not be distracted. But it's always when I'm like
it's always whenever you're behind the wheel. Someone definitely is trying to make you crash. So be careful.
Listen, but no, so it wasn't Baron this time. But I like to watch the clouds because I always love to just look at the clouds. And so I'm looking up at the clouds, and I kid you not, I see like the shape of a woman in the clouds. And she has I can see the outline, like her hair and her face and all that. But in her hands, she has like this gourd.
You said it's like this what?
It's a gourd, so like a water water pitcher.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I see that. I'm like, oh, it's a lady in the clouds. And one of my friends, she is a santa, a bruja. So, and I'm telling her this story. Like, it's a woman. I saw a woman in the clouds, and then it kind of reminded me of this other time I saw this woman, and she's in yellow, like African woman, yellow. She's like by the river, and she has the gourd. And she's like, "You seen Oshun?"
That's what I was about to say. Yep. Listen, the thing about orishas are they're not for play. These people are spirits. If I use the word deity, it would be very, very loosely. They're not gods. They're not goddesses. They were real. So it's like, I don't know, sis. You need to go see a mambo or a babalao. And most of them they don't play that online. That's why I don't want to ask you where you're from on the air, but I know you said there was not a lot
I'm from North Carolina.
Okay. You're right next to. Be able to find somebody. Yes, you're next to a whole tribe of people that practice Ifa. They're in South Carolina. Look it up. I don't know the name of it, but you go there and you get initiated there. They have
Talking about the
teaching.
Gullah Geechees?
Not the Gullah Geechee. They're out there too.
Gullah Geechee.
No, it's a whole like community, and I gotta. What is the name of it?
Oh,
you know what I'm talking about.
I think I know what you're talking about because there's a video about him across my YouTube algorithm a while ago. But yeah, I think I know who you're talking about.
I believe somebody said it's in Greensboro, maybe. I believe it is. But it's a little community, and they say that's where Beyonce went and got initiated when she was like 13. That's the spiritual rumor, on the spiritual streets. But you can get initiated. You can, learn. I would make sure you interview the person first and see how a reading goes, because it's amazing. If you've never had a reading with a mambo or a babalao or someone who is very initiated, a priest, you missing out. You're missing out. For sure. So I would ask because Orishas and the Lawa don't come to you for no reason. They never come to you for no reason.
Yeah. And then ever since then, I've just been seeing it straight 555 almost every day, sometimes twice a day. So yeah.
Yeah, I would definitely. Sometimes your parents, I like to call them your parents. I got my Alekes and my warriors, but I don't know who is my mother or my father. And sometimes they will come to you in the form of dreams or in real life, especially if they're trying to warn you or whatever the case is. But you also, like I said, want to make sure nobody's doing nothing to you. Magically, I mean. So.
Mirage, I am 2 hours and some change from Greensboro. I got a friend that lives in Greensboro.
Yes,
I could harass her.
I'm literally trying to go myself just because I'm curious, and there's some spiritual work that needs to be done. There's a few places that I gotta go in the United States, but that is one of the reputable places that I know if you're in North Carolina or South Carolina, you can go and you can get help, or whatever it helped me look like to you.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought your call dropped, but thank you for calling in.
No, I was listening. I was just real quiet listening, taking in info, and also when I go harass my friend again.
Yes, ma'am. Look it up.
Yeah, and that's not even one of the craziest. It's a crazy story, but it's not the craziest story I've had. I've seen a lot of shit. I've had a lot of dreams.
I think.
No, she's good.
George, she good, right?
Yeah, that's Austin in the queue.
Go ahead, Jacinda.
No, you got it.
You can tell us another story.
Okay, I have two then. I have two that I tell everybody and they never believe me. But so the first one is the first thing I remember in a spiritual way. I had to been, I think it was 2008. So I had to been all of, no, it wasn't 2008. It was had been all of under 10 when this happened. And so it was and so we would always go over to my grandparents' house, check on them, keep them company. And so I remember it was a Saturday morning, and I used to always want to go, but that Saturday morning, I absolutely did not want to go over there. I couldn't explain why. My parents thought I just wanted to play on the computer. No, I just did not want to go.
Right.
Well, the girl to go. And so we get to the house, and I'm the first one in. My grandma lets me in. And as I'm walking in, I see my granddad in, full flesh body, bathroom, and then go back.
You say
and by the time he had got back in,
you cutting out a little bit.
And then he can you hear me now?
Yeah, it was did you guys hear that?
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. You said you seen your grandfather walk into the bathroom?
Yeah, he was, taking a bathroom trip. He goes to the bathroom, he goes back into their room and lays down.
Right.
So, when he goes back into the room, I just feel sad. I feel oh, that's it. And so I go to the back room. I kid you not, a minute later, my grandma comes back and tells me he dies.
What?
And so we're going to fast forward to, yes?
He died? In the bathroom?
Not in the bathroom. So he died because he had a hospice cot in their bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
So I see him living is when he makes the trip to the bathroom and goes back and lays down.
So he was already passed whenever you seen him go in the bathroom.
I don't think so. And I think I remember calling out to him and saying, "Hey," he kind of acknowledged me, but he was also a grumpy old man. He was sick too.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, the funeral and everything. We don't want my grandma, be in the house by herself. So me, my mama, and my uncle, we switched weeks to stay with her.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was my week to stay with her. Mm-hmm. And it had to be all of 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning that this happened. Mm-hmm. I get up to go to the bathroom. Mm-hmm. And I see my granddad, full body, in the clothes he was wearing the day he died, taking the same path from bedroom to bathroom. But he stopped. He stops in the middle of his path and looks at me. And I'm looking at him, but I'm also looking through him.
He took one more bathroom break.
I did not have to see no more that night. I ran back to bed.
Excuse me.
That was it for me.
You know what? That's crazy. I thought he was a ghost in the first part of the story. No, you seen him.
Nope.
He spun the block.
He spun the block. I did not expect that.
Yeah.
No, my mom, she seen her grandfather too. Back in the day when they would hang sheets, and he had passed recently. She was in 7th grade, and she seen him in between the sheets. Scared the crap out of her. But I think sometimes they just come back, or I don't even know. The dead are very interesting because sometimes you don't never see them. You just feel them. And then other times they do the regular activities. It's like they are able to be in 2 separate dimensions or worlds or whatever. But that is absolutely crazy. So did you tell your grandma?
No, because it's one of the things. How do you even tell her that, hey, your husband came back to pee again, and he looked at me at 2 o'clock in the morning?
She probably would have told you, "Oh, girl, I see him too."
I don't know how to tell you this. I'm all of 8, 9 years old, and I don't even know what the hell happened. Right. I just know I saw that man in a casket, and now he's in the house again.
Yep. That is, man.
That's crazy.
Thank you for sharing. I appreciate it. I know you didn't want to call in. I'm glad they convinced you.
And I got one more for the road, if that's okay, if I'm not holding anyone up.
No, you're not.
Okay. So this one also happened my senior year of college.
Mm-hmm.
And so this time it's an uncle on my dad's side. Mm-hmm. And so I had the dream that, we were at his house, and I had seen a bunch of cars lined up sort of like a funeral procession. Mm-hmm. And at that time, he was still alive. He has been real sick with cancer. Mm-hmm. And so we probably fast forward a few months, 4 or 5 months. And my dad calls me because he's been trying to get a hold of my uncle. And he's like, "Can you go check on him?" I'm like, "I'm currently just getting out of class. It's going to take a minute." But he's like, "No, just come home and we'll go over there together." So, we both get home and then we make our drive over there. And I kid you not, by the time we get to his house, which is deep in the country, I look up in the clouds. I kid you not. I see the fucking Grim Reaper in the clouds, bro, over the house. The shape of everything.
Your stories are stressing me out.
For real, we just
I ain't going on no edges by the end of her phone call.
Out when I see them.
We gonna get you some sunglasses so you can stop looking at stuff.
Yo, your third eye, it's a lot of people that call in and they say they see things, but when it's repetitive, ma'am, you probably are some kind of medium, or the veil is just not veiling the way it's supposed to. Your veil is not, your third eye is literally open.
And so
so he had,
I was about to say, did somebody pass after that? What was
I'm scared to ask.
What was the results of the Grim Reaper?
Okay, so like we're trying to find a way into the house because the door's locked and everything. So we're waiting for another uncle who has. And so as we're trying to we're knocking on windows, we're calling his name, and there's no response. But by the time we get in the house and that door opens, it was just the whiff of, oh, he's dead.
Wow.
As soon as that door opened, I felt it. I'm like, oh, he's dead. And so, yep, my dad goes back, finds his body. It is cold, cold, cold. And so we're waiting for, the people to come get the body. And, as we're waiting, in my head, I'm like, he probably died at 7 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
I'm not telling nobody this. I'm thinking it to myself because I kind of sound a little batshit if I would say this out loud. And I, get there, and my dad asked them, what time do you think it was? They're like, about 7:30.
Wow. You predicted the time of death, girl.
I was sad and shook. I'm like,
a mess. Oh, what time did he pass? Oh, about 7. Wow. The Grim Reaper has been caught on camera more than once. I hope your uncle, lived good and was good, because I usually see him in hospital videos.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got that hot shit coming for y'all pretty soon. But I usually see them.
Don't be teasing these folks, and they're going to be cussing you out because you ain't dropped the video for 7
They
years.
already have. They already have. They came over to TikTok looking for my ass. It was like, where you been at? Come outside. We not going to jump you. And I was like, I promise I'm posting. I'm uploading. But, and we have, that thing. Okay, so I'm going to put, George's going to put a picture. That shit scared the hell out of me on the video. Sorry, we're looking at something different. Or can they see that?
Yeah.
Okay. So that actually came from a paranormal show on, I believe, Travel Channel. And when I watched it in real time, it was somebody's Ring doorbell camera. They opened the door to get the package, and the Ring was on the actual door. So you can pan into the doorway, and you can see the wife sitting on the couch. The husband's at the door getting the package. And then you see a little fucking gremlin on the side, and I'm thinking it's a kid.
Oh, sitting on the couch?
Yeah.
Yeah, I seen that.
Child, the Grim Reaper don't come to me.
To it.
Look, I hope I meet my ancestors. Y'all come pick me up when it's time to go. I don't want to see no damn Grim Reaper. Please. Please, please. That's why I be trying to do good, be good. Because a Grim Reaper come get me, I'm a cry all the way to wherever he taking me. I ain't got no choice. But thank you so much. I appreciate it. We gonna take a quick 2-minute breaks. I gotta go to potty, okay?
Potty break.
But y'all don't go anywhere.
Don't leave.
Because we're gonna have more callers.
Badger said it. Thank you.
Thank you. More callers, more spooky stories, more spiritual conversations. I've been drinking. I've drunk this whole thing actually. Damn near.
But this is the perfect time for people to become members. This is the perfect time for you to come over to the Calls from Beyond show if you're still on Miss Noah's page. This is the perfect time for you to just like the live because I think we kind of slacking a little bit. We got 74 likes so far. I'm trying to see if we could get to 100 or something.
Yes, please remember pressing the hearts on the screen does not like the live. You have to pull the chat down.
We need them thumbs up.
We need them thumbs up so we can get to the main page of YouTube. Do we have the ghost hunt? The old one?
From the Sticky Paws? Mm-hmm. I gotcha. I can pull that up.
And I'm gonna let y'all see it. I'm gonna let y'all watch that while I use the restroom to keep y'all entertained.
Are you not entertained?
This is what I would do as a teacher too.
Yeah.
I'd be like, guys, stay focused here. All right.
Right.
Watch the screen.
Yes.
Sprint to the bathroom.
Yep.
What was that? Oh my goodness.
No Red Bull today. I had a Red Bull yesterday. I'm trying to wean myself off. It's really a problem. I didn't have Red Bull for 6 days. Hey, small steps. Don't do that.
There we go.
Don't do that. Because we got to leave here together, okay? Don't do that.
She did. Okay, in my defense, she didn't have Red Bull
I could have brought a
for the
12
last
pack.
6 days. She did not have it.
I didn't.
She put down a Red Bull and picked up margarita mix. We're not gonna tell anybody.
I was in the Bahamas drinking Bahama Mamas and taking shots. I had a great time. Okay, a time was had.
We was outside.
We was outside. You can see I'm probably 2 shades darker, and I got sunburned for the first time. That 30% Caucasian came out, honey. My back is so burnt. But we're gonna take a quick potty break. You guys don't go anywhere. I'm gonna play a little something for y'all while we wait.
Absolutely. We will see you guys in a couple
minutes.
BRB.
Bye-bye.
That shoot was crazy, man. It was freezing in there.
Well, it was cold as hell. It was cold, and then it was cold outside, but then the spirits was making it freezing. Like, we would get cold spots and some more stuff. Like, it was bizarre.
But yeah, that was only that was the tip of the iceberg, y'all.
Yeah, that video is on the Truly Bizarre. It's, I believe, here on Calls from Beyond. It's on my channel. So, yeah, maybe we can play the rest. I don't think it's much left. Well, maybe. I don't know. Maybe we can play the rest later.
Yeah. We got like about 15 minutes left.
But yes, I've never heard my name or my stage name called from the Beyond. And it's so crazy because Austin was saying when he said the Black Dahlia, they used to listen to a band called the Black Dahlia. And then he was also very much so a prankster in life. So it didn't surprise me at all. I was just shocked that he knew me. He knew my name. I was like,
Yeah, when you go back, that ghost hunt, out of all ghost hunts, and it's just tough to explain it. There's so many Easter eggs. It goes so deep to all the call-in shows at the very beginning that we did, mixed in with the stuff that happened around the studio and going to those podcasts, because it was talked about.
Yes.
But you can't put everything into a video like that.
Yeah, it was absolutely insane. And a lot of people don't know, you guys requested that. We had someone that was low-key and medium listening in, and she was like, I had to skip a couple of episodes of y'all call-in show because it's literally screaming in the background. I wonder whatever happened to her.
I don't know, but that's what started all of this.
That's what started it all, and we did it. And that's where we were recording at, y'all, every week.
Yeah. Needless to say, if you guys haven't watched the original shows that we recorded, you guys need to tap back in and spin a block and go watch that, man. Like, we got some heat out here, man.
Yeah, man.
Shit.
We don't play. We don't play. And we're trying to do a lot next year for y'all. Like maybe a tour, a little some ghost hunts. So, my email is always open. CallsFromBeyond@gmail.com is always open. If you know somewhere that's willing to let us investigate, hit us up. I'm not scared of ghosts all the time. I just don't want them to follow me home.
First investigations at Mel's house.
I know. My poor Mel, I love her to death. She be having drama. But we definitely, we got some really good stuff in store for y'all next year. Like, so hang tight. But we got a caller.
What?
Ooh, 5713 *6 to unmute yourself. Caller, you're in the room.
Well, hello, everyone. Hi, Manny. Hi, Noah. Hi, George.
Hello.
Is Austin there today? Because I was late to the show.
No, he's at Disneyland with the family having a good old time in the portal.
Yeah, he's being a good dad.
Yeah. He already said his son is breaking his pockets. I said, as he should, because you already knew he was going to do that. Yeah. You can't tell him, no, he's too cute. You cannot.
It's not going to be an official visit unless he gets a turkey leg before they leave.
Yeah, I'm sure he is. I never got the turkey leg. I'm not.
I was about to say, I'm mad disappointed. Like, I never had a turkey leg.
I'm going to be honest. It's imperative to get a turkey leg by 11 a.m. to be fueled for the rest of the day. Am I right?
Yeah. I imagine it's
Yes.
all
Yeah,
protein.
there we go.
Okay. Now we gotta go. Now we gotta go to Disney.
It's so good, dude. It's the best turkey leg you'll ever
Oh,
have.
wait, even better. No, I heard some good turkey legs down in Houston.
No, I heard we got a good spot out here now.
I
It's
don't
called.
eat meat
I
like
think it's
that.
called Stuff My Turkey or something.
Whoa.
That's a spicy name.
That's
Yes. Is this the
how
little...
did we get here?
No, I literally, I recognized your voice, and then Alexandria was like, it's our girl. Is this the little grandpa boy's mama?
Yes, it
Okay.
is.
Yes.
All right. For those who are just tuning
You're
in
supposed
on
to call
my
him the Apple
channel,
Juice Man.
that man got a 700 credit score and property somewhere. So for those that are just tuning in on my channel, because we haven't been live on my channel in a couple of weeks, we have a resident little juice man who is an old man. He's reincarnated. We're convinced.
Warm
And
apple
this is
juice
his
only.
mom. Yes.
He only likes
Dinosaurs.
warm apple juice.
Dinosaurs. Last week was dinosaurs.
And see, I missed it because I was ordering that nasty food.
Okay. Because I think we should let her fill us in on,
Yes,
on
yes.
what happened last week. She'll do it better than I do.
You mean the dream he had about the dinosaurs on Mars, and he's talking about it was a lot of them
Yeah.
right before baby girl squeezed all the baby powder in everyone's hair and
Yes.
tried to wash it out standing in front of the fan. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Her
caught that
kids-
part.
Yeah. You're
That
like,
they
wait,
was
the
they
baby
was sex
powder's in
tripping
there.
because I heard, oh my God, you didn't. I'm gonna call y'all back, son, just like a mama. I said, and then I said, oh, her baby didn't gotten into the baby powder. My son got into Vaseline when he was around that age, and it was so hard.
Oh,
to
when it was
clean up.
all in his hair.
Yes.
Oh man.
Well, I don't have anything to share from the little man, the reincarnated man child. But I noticed earlier, I think, I hope I'm not saying her name wrong, Jacinda,
Yes,
Yeah.
Jacinda.
when she was speaking about the grandfather that she saw going into the bathroom before he had passed.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
It
And
reminded
after.
me. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So the picture that I sent in last week of the grandmother that I've been waiting about 16 years to have some type of dream or just some feeling or anything since she passed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the day that she passed.
Oh, she's
She
beautiful.
passed,
I'm sorry. I'm catching up because I wasn't all the way here last week.
Oh wow.
Oh, she's so beautiful. Look at that red hair.
and look, yes, I was going to say that she is a natural redhead.
Oh my
and
goodness.
When I was having a doppelganger little situation going on at my college, I was going to tell you I'm not the average looking black girl. Like I'm slightly fair skinned, red hair, freckles, and blonde body hair.
You sound
So
like my
to tell me
mama.
you see somebody that looks exactly like me, I'm like, hold on now.
Wait. Right. What's your daddy name?
Right. You sound like my mom. You might be my cousin or something.
Right. No, his mom has natural red hair, very,
Green
very
eyes.
fair skin, green eyes. Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay. See,
That's the
might
beautiful
have a few
thing about
mermaid
us.
happenings in the family.
Because
Man.
we literally birth every type of human being, every eye color, hair color. It's just
Yes.
amazing. That's that Eve gene kicking in.
Exactly. But mine is about the day that my grandmother passed. It was about 4 a.m. now. She had already, she had a battle with cancer. She changed up her diet and actually beat the cancer. It was some type of bone cancer. But she was in the hospital because she had a stroke, I guess from coming off of all the meds that they had her on. So she was in the hospital due to a stroke. That morning that she passed, before anybody knew she passed, about 4-something in the morning, I woke up and I felt her presence. I didn't see anything, no orbs, nothing. I felt her presence, and it was like she was talking to me. And I just remember crying. I mean, just bawling my eyes out, begging her not to go. And that was strange because to us, she was in the hospital recovering. So it was extremely weird. It felt like I was having a full-blown conversation. And I hate to say with the air, because it was only her presence. It was a strong presence. About 6 that morning, we got the phone call that she had passed.
You know
So
what?
it was like she came to say
visit.
her goodbye. Yeah, and that was kind of weird. And like I said, since then, and the family was wondering that morning when everyone rushed down to the hospital, why aren't you crying? Why aren't you grieving? I didn't know how to tell them, hey, we had a whole goodbye session before this even happened.
Yep. And that happens so often whenever loved ones are in the midst of passing or have passed. They always, some of them come back to visit, or there's they plan on your mind. I literally, George, we don't have any more calls in the queue. Okay. So something like that kind of happened to me. It was in 2017, and I was wanting to go to esthetician school, and I wanted my own body care line, and I was going to call it Rose's Body Shop. And I literally was making the website, getting the logos together. It was 10 o'clock at night, and I'm working on this website on Shopify, right? And I get a call. I have been thinking about my grandmother all day, and I said, well, what am I going to call this shop? And I was like, she was in a nursing home, and she had a stroke, and it literally put her on her butt. She was a fighter. She was in a vegetative state for 5 years. And during that 5 years, I was like, I would just wish my aunt would let her go and stop all of this, because I wouldn't want to live like that, right? So I was thinking about her, and I said, I'm going to call it Rose's Body Shop. Her name was Rose. And I'm making the website and the logo, and my mom calls me, and I'm like, it's kind of late for her to be calling me. Let me answer this. And she's like, hey, Mama Rose died. I have been thinking about her all day. I was literally naming this shop after her, working on it as we spoke. And it's like she was playing on my spirit. And at the same time, my daughter was with
I was just about to say, our daughter had this, but our daughter's was way more intense. So she was with her great aunt, right?
Well, her great aunt.
Great aunt. She was with her great aunt, who was primarily
power of attorney over my great grandmother.
Correct. So my daughter, she goes in her trip, and she's like, we got to go see Mama Rose. Now keep in mind, my daughter, her middle name is Rose, so she's named after her great
No, great. Two greats.
Great.
No.
Great grandmother.
Her greatest ancestor.
And so we named her middle name after her. And so they had a relationship, even though she was in a vegetative state. She used to go to the hospital, spend time with her. And so she starts tripping to her aunt. She's like, hey, we got to go see Mama Rose.
Yeah, she stops in front of a picture of my grandmother when she was younger and points at the picture and said, hey, we need to go see Mama Rose. And my aunt is like, yeah, we'll go see her. She said, no, we need to go see Mama Rose now. And my daughter, what was she, about
She might have been 4, yeah.
Maybe 5. And so they went to go see Mama Rose, and Mama Rose literally passed the next day. And I told you, my daughter don't have no veil sometimes. I don't know. It seems like the older she's getting, if she's still having issues, she'll tell me. But back then, she was scared the hell out of me, girl. I'd be like, I don't want to hear it. I got to go to bed tonight. I don't want to hear it. But things like that, they come, even whenever they're still here and they're in the process of passing. Sometimes you'll feel their presence. They're traveling, all of that spiritual stuff. Hanging out with ancestors, seeing their people.
Yeah, you told that story about my granddad. My papa, when he was transitioning, he was sitting in a corner having a whole conversation with the corner, and he was talking to his sister, and my grandma would tell me like he had a whole full conversation with her about like just life. Right before he literally right before he died
been
in that
gone
room
for years. So
Oh wow.
yeah, the deathbed phenomenon is real. And I feel like whenever you aren't close to passing and you're like still here, healthy, kicking it, our deathbed phenomenon is getting little messages, thinking about them, having the urge to do things for them or speak about them, because I literally had been trying to cultivate this shop in her honor. I knew that I didn't have a lot of time with her, but I literally, I was thinking about her that day. And so was my daughter, because I didn't have her. She was with my great aunt. So it just kind of, it's amazing. Life is...
It's beautiful. It could be beautiful.
Yes. Yeah. I can honestly say.
Wow.
So I'll be having creepy little tidbits. Luckily, I got a veil, because I don't know how mediums and psychics do it.
I was about to say, stuff like this takes me back to the one caller we had a few weeks ago where she said her boyfriend, they used to have like a spicy relationship, like they used to be beefing and stuff.
Yeah.
And they broke up, and then he got killed. And he came back to visit her, and like they weren't talking, but she said that like it was just a whole bunch of like happiness in the room. Like she could feel the love. And then dude just left. He just walked around the corner and left.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
Yep.
Well, I hate that I called so late. I had one more story, but I will wait till next week.
No, we got time for one more story. We got time.
Okay, it's super short. It is, my uncle came to visit from Cali last week, and it's just interesting the way men choose to ignore the obvious sometimes.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
How you say
that never happened.
Many will ignore it.
No, I'm just kidding. Go into it.
My house, because I told y'all we will be moving. This is the loudest, quietest house. I know it's I don't know how to describe it. And like I said, when I got my reading from the Trinity Oracle, how one of the sisters confirmed it's not your house that's haunted, it's the land.
It's the land, yeah. Yeah.
Yes. And when we first moved in, like I said, on the far end of the house where no one resides or anything, the 2 bedrooms on each side of the room, one in particular, I would see it would look like black liquid oozing from under the door. But I get a stronger feeling of don't go in the other room across from it. So I constantly keep that door locked. It's always cold in there. But anything black, whether it's tall or just liquid oozing from under the door, that comes from the other bedroom door on that side. So, and that's the kids' toy room. They don't even go in there to play with the toys. But hey,
get up out of there. If you're renting, let them have their house. Let them have. And if you own, rent it out. I don't know, like rent it out or sell it. Sorry, I gotta pass this on to somebody.
I wouldn't rent it out though, because it's a liability. Like at the end of the day, how do you know somebody ain't gonna move in more gifted than you, and they see the same things you see, and now they running out on you. You can be responsible for that mortgage.
Yeah.
Because I once I stage, it dies down. But it's gotten to the point where, like I said, me and my husband, we just have to turn a deaf ear. Everyone could be downstairs, and it sounds like the heaviest person is walking around upstairs. And like I said, no shade to any of my islanders, but there was a Jamaican family that lived here prior to. And one day, just randomly coming up the stairs, I thought I saw little blood splatters, the tiniest. But when you have little ones around, you're like, maybe it's some juice or something.
Right.
But then it disappeared. And I know I didn't clean it. I know the kids didn't clean it.
We know the kids ain't cleaning it. We know the kids ain't doing it.
Fast forward to my uncle coming to visit, right? He was here by himself. When we finally came home, he was like, hey, man, it sounded like somebody was upstairs just knocking stuff down. Like I kept hearing loud bangs, like stuff was just hitting the floor. And to me, that was just confirmation
That it's
Now,
not just y'all
it's
experiencing it.
Yes. Yes, and he said out loud, "You didn't run my niece off, so you're not finna run me off."
At that point, you pulled up Zillow, huh?
Do you own your home? You own it?
But I have to join your Patreon so that I can figure out how to move forward with cleansing, because obviously the sage in Palo Santo is not enough. It buys
No, that shit is like
a little
Skittles.
time.
When it's the land, do you own your house?
We do, and now I feel bad about renting it because that's what my husband said. We'll rent it and just, get another one. But like you said, it might be someone even more sensitive than us.
Okay, then Airbnb it.
Okay.
I ain't shit. Please.
She said we gonna get a body in that house.
I ain't shit. I'm like, listen, somebody gotta.
But she's still gonna be attached to the. My only problem is if you keep the house, then you're still attached to the house.
Right.
You still have to go to the home to clean the home. You still gotta go for renovations. You still gotta go for refrigeration or for issues with the property.
I mean, I was trying to give solutions.
Hey, listen.
I was trying to give solutions, but sis, you might just have to sell the damn house.
I'm like, how much in equity we earn?
Right.
Let that go.
Let it go. But it's okay. So I'm gonna always keep it real with you. Whenever it comes to haunted land, that is a little harder than some sage and some psalms, because what exactly is haunting it? Is it native land? Was it built on a cemetery of some sort? It's the land. It's very hard. So I would literally, God damn, I don't even know what to tell you. I'm not gonna pretend like I know everything. When your land is haunted, it's a whole different ballpark than if it's just a ghost that's in your house. Like, you can tell a ghost to get the hell on.
Well, we got some suggestions in the chat.
Okay, yeah. Let's see what the chat think. Because
Teresa said Airbnb it and do a haunted stay.
Oh, that.
And then you can get a cleaning company. You could do a cleaning company, so you ain't got to.
That's what I'm thinking. That's where I was going with this.
So what happens to your spiritual reparations when you fuck around and find out because you didn't rented out a haunted house intentionally to somebody?
Girl, listen. My spiritual reparation, I told you it was haunted.
But what if you don't? What if you do? Airbnb, you're not going to put haunted house for rent.
Why not? People do it.
But what about the people who don't want to be in a haunted house?
Then don't rent it. That's I got a solution. Then don't rent it. If you market it, we may need to investigate your house, sis. But if we, you scared?
Not with black ooze coming from underneath the doors. We could deal with some shit getting knocked off a shelf. We talking the kids don't want to play in rooms and you want to go in there? That's crazy.
Yes. Somebody said there are some companies that you can hire to run the property for you. You ain't never got to step back in that house if you turn it into Airbnb. For real, you really don't.
True.
But listen,
but it's like when it's happening, when I stand on my end of the house and I see it happening, I can like pray it away. Like it'll revert back. Like I have to. It's like more than a prayer. It's like put my foot down and cussing it out.
Yeah.
But it'll revert. It will stay over there. And then I don't know if y'all remember weeks ago, I told you when we first moved in, I felt like there was a portal. I could feel so many different spirits coming out of one room and going to that room where all of that stuff would come out of. And when I would do my staging, only when I got to those two rooms at the end of the house, I would feel out of breath, like I couldn't say, my prayer that I was saying, but I was determined I'm going to say it. I'm going to smudge out all the corners and everything, but...
Yeah. Yeah, it's the
chat divided.
The chat on both channels, I'm like dying at these responses. So one thing that Richie said, and he is a priest, he said ooze is a bad sign. And it is. Ooze is on the same level as smelling sulfur in my book. That's something you just can't. And somebody else said, who said it? I can't find it, but someone was saying basically don't feed into it, the haunted Airbnb, because you don't want to feed a malicious spirit. I can't find it, but somebody just said that.
Okay.
But what I will tell you
we've
is
been doing good ignoring it. We haven't had anything. We do the ignoring it. Even when my son used to say, I don't like that shadow right there, I'm like, hey man, look, let's pray. And then we don't entertain it. But for my uncle to bring it up after all this time, it's like, oh, come on, Unc. Like, come on, man.
Oh, my mistake. I don't know how to pronounce it. My bad, Tata. But I will honestly tell you this. Even though you're ignoring it, and you absolutely, I get it, because it's like a toddler that's having a tantrum. The doctors tell you walk away because what they, whatever. But at some point, you're going to have to let them know, like, this is my house. Y'all got to go. Like, for real. And really put your foot down and cleanse, or have somebody come in and cleanse. Because
Tata said, bad spirits eat your emotions.
Yes.
That's why they create chaos in your house.
Yes. Yeah, you notice your kids ain't listening. You and your husband got an attitude with each other, and y'all don't even know it's surface.
But no, that's how it was the first 2 years that we moved in here.
Y'all been there years?
Oh,
y'all some soldiers.
This year makes 5.
Y'all some no-limit soldiers.
You know what?
But no, the first 2 years, I was saging my children. I was like, who are y'all? Why are you angry all the time? I was like, maybe it's a sibling thing, but y'all are out here raging. And I would make them take their shoes off, go outside and get grounded. I would sage them whenever they acted out of character. I would sage them. So, like I said, we haven't been entertaining it or anything. And I don't know if you remember when I told you the last straw would cut everything out, and it's been so nice and silent that I'm going to end up having to sage tomorrow, was when I had that dream, when I told you I haven't seen that movie, The Nun.
Yes,
but I had
and you
a
saw
dream
that shit in your house?
Yes,
Sister.
at the bottom of the stairs. Wait a minute.
Every time you call, you stress me out. Right. Because I be worried. I be like, I hope the little old grandpa man, the little young grandpa man, that what did somebody say? He drink his warm.
They said he drink his apple juice out of a whiskey glass.
Yep. I hope she call in, because your house scares me, and I don't even live there. How do y'all deal?
No, we have been looking. We're hoping within the next 2 years, hopefully not that long, to go on ahead and move, because before the first year was even up, I decided we are not, and it is the nicest house.
Yeah.
Like, nobody gets a house like this as a first-time home buyer. Like,
was it cheap?
Wow.
Was the price good? Was it too good?
The price was unbeatable.
Well, now you know why.
See? Yep.
Never mind.
They got you.
They said, yeah, you can get this bargain house. It's a 6-bedroom for $12. Come on in. Price is right.
Yes.
They had cookies at the open house.
Yes.
He said, we'll even clean your pool for 3 years for free.
Winter, we'll pay you to take the house, actually.
Right.
There's totally no spirits in here.
Right. You want us to help you move in?
Yes.
We'll send the moving truck on Thursday.
Yep. And that's why, because they knew something was wrong with that shit. Your realtor was probably like, oh, the demon house, we not going to say nothing about it.
Right.
Because
they're going to do you the same way you got to do somebody else.
Yes.
We don't talk about Bruno.
Yes. Tata said you cannot show them fear. Like, you literally, and y'all have been ignoring it, but somebody said y'all not no-limit soldiers. Y'all realists in this economy. And facts. Sometimes you got to put up with some shit just so you can save some money. I get it.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna live in a tent before I live in a mansion. If the mansion is haunted, I'm gonna be in that tent in the yard.
I seen your porch, and that porch was nice. I said, were you okay? It was nice. But it comes down to your peace.
Not when you got the nun at the bottom of your steps,
Man.
damn it. What we talking about? This is
I can't. This is stressing me out.
Now we know why her son is seeing dinosaurs on planets and stuff. Like, come on, man. What's going on with this house?
So let me get this straight. You got a reincarnated son. You got ooze coming from the bottom of one door. There's shadows in the house. And you got the nun at the bottom of the stairs.
Right. And she got spirits throwing temper tantrums upstairs, throwing shit.
Oh yeah. Oh, and yeah.
They playing with the toys the kids refuse to play with.
I ain't calling no edges after this line.
When you break it down like that now.
Come on now. Girl, sell the house. And whenever you go out of it.
We got calls now.
Oh.
That's crazy.
Do we? Yeah.
They
Listen,
up on
here,
us.
Yep. And we literally we have 10 minutes, so they got in right before.
Mm-hmm.
But girl, it was nice talking to you. Sell that damn demon house, okay? For real.
Nice talking to y'all.
You
we'll
too.
talk to you
I'll
soon.
talk to you soon.
Excellent.
Child.
I mean, it's always
Child, right. I ain't never heard you say child like that. Child.
Listen. Hey, if
Be
one of y'all's a
scared.
realtor, y'all need to reach out to her.
Mm-hmm.
Help her list her.
Nah.
Love her listed.
Zach Bagans, are you in the room? She's selling some haunted shit.
Not furniture, a whole damn house.
He
Come
bought
get
the demon house.
Come on now.
just to tear it down. Didn't
Well,
he tear it down?
I thought he did. He investigated it.
Child.
I ain't got that much money.
Child. And our next caller, last 4 digits is 4098. 4098. Star 6 to unmute yourself. 4098. Caller, you're in the room.
Come on, talk to us.
Hi.
Hi.
I am so nervous. I've been building up the nerves to call in.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go. Oscar gonna be mad. He gonna miss this one, boy.
Listen, you nervous people make us nervous because we
Right.
know we're about to hear something that's gonna make us have to watch SpongeBob.
We go get a
after
cigarette
this.
ready. I'm gonna go outside right after this call.
But don't be nervous. Seriously, we just 4 friends having a conversation.
And we don't even know your name yet. You ain't got to tell us your real name. Tell us your name is Big Bird.
You don't have to be scared.
My name is Michaela.
Hey,
my name is
Michaela.
Michaela, and I'm actually from Pittsburgh. Manny Fresh represents Steelers.
Hey, what up, Michaela? What's
Steeler
happening?
Nation.
Okay, so I heard we got 10 minutes, so I'm gonna try to make this real quick.
No, you're fine.
So it was one night. It was me and my friends. Mind you, I'm the only black friend. Both of them were white. So background context.
The story is not turning out good already.
Oh gosh.
I know. But so back then a few years ago, we used to always want to go to abandoned places or just do some stupid shit.
Fuck around and
basically.
find
Just
out.
being
You know,
teenagers.
teenager shit.
Yeah. fuck around to find out. Just being teenagers. And so we were out in this place near Wexford. And basically it was like, I want to say like almost 9 o'clock at night. It was nighttime. It was dark.
It ain't nothing out Wexford,
And-
so but rich people,
Yeah.
so
And Ghost, apparently. I know where this is going. Shit. Go ahead.
And so we were parked up by this baseball field, and it was up on a hill. Mind you, my best friend was driving, and the other friend was in the back seat. So we park up on the hill, and we were just going down the hill, seeing what this place was like. Mind you, I'm the scaredy cat of the group. I'm just like, yeah, if I sense something's not right, then I'm just like, hey, we should just get out of here. So my other friend who was in the back seat, we'll just call him E for short, he was the furthest down from me and my best friend. So you know how when you shut a car door and the light goes off in a few seconds in the car?
Yeah.
So we're all going down the hill. I can see the light of the car, the reflection of the light go down the hill. It has been on for like a minute. And I'm telling my friend, like, hey, your car light, it's still on.
Mm-hmm.
And she doesn't really pay much attention to it. And I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. We're gonna keep going down this hill. We're just like exploring. I'm sensing and feeling that I just do not belong in this place. I'm sensing, get out. You don't belong here. You are not wanted here.
Mm-hmm.
And I just feel like I'm being watched the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
And next thing you know, I hear my best friend scream towards the car.
Oh, God.
Like,
what was in that car, baby? Was the light was still on?
yeah, the light was still on. And I see her running towards the car. The other friend, he don't give a fuck. He's just like, okay, fine, whatever. And I'm like, well, gee, thanks.
Mm-hmm.
I see her. I run up towards her. She's in the car, and I'm looking at her like, what? I'm asking her, like, what happened? What happens? What's going on? This is what she tells me. She looks back in the car. She sees just a head in the front driver's seat, looking the other direction. A white, bald head looking the other direction.
God. So she sees it, and does she think somebody was still in her car, or she just sees the head?
She thought somebody was still in the car.
And
but she just saw a head. She didn't see a body.
And you was nervous? You're making me nervous. Wow. That is insane.
The other friend runs up and he's like, well, what the hell's going on? What the hell's going on? And she tells him, and I immediately say, Floyd, we're getting the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Did they want to stay after that? Did they want to stay after that?
No, he wanted to stay.
See?
We didn't.
Oh my God.
As you can see,
But as we're driving, I'm feeling the sense of anger.
Yeah.
As we're driving down the street.
Mm-mm.
And so the friend in the back says, oh yeah, by the way, I forgot to tell you guys, this place used to hold KKK rallies.
Oh my God.
Are you fucking serious?
You're fired as a friend, bro. You're fired. Like, what?
No, we're not friends.
Yeah, because why would you bring me
we're not
there?
friends for real.
Yeah. No, babe.
the more you're gonna find out.
And I cussed him out so much. Like, what the fuck do you mean? Oh, by the way.
Right. What you mean? Oh, by the way, I'm the only black person here.
Keep in mind, Pittsburgh is hella subtly racist. Like they ain't gonna say it in your face.
Mm-hmm.
But it's racist as hell.
And that area is what?
Oh, Wexford is it's out there. Like that's where people with nicer homes is at and
Wexford
stuff.
is out there.
Yeah.
But I was so mad.
He was trying. They literally was gonna make you fuck around and find out.
Well, why would you take me there?
And that was, but I don't know. But and I was like, no wonder I didn't feel wanted. No wonder something was telling me to get out. No wonder I felt eyes on me. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah. Girl, I wouldn't hang out with that one of them friends no more, cause you. Whew. Well, thank you for sharing. Talking about you nervous. That was heat. I told you. What we got going on over there? I appreciate you. I'm looking at George's screen because I'm nosy. I'll be over his shoulder looking.
Yeah.
Hello.
And she joined in. Screw it. It's near the end of the stream.
Yeah.
Peach Jen sent in 2 photos. And it's of a Ring camera footage.
Oh my God, Ring.
I'm here. Can y'all hear me?
Yes. Yeah. They're crazy. If you're
Hey,
not,
guys.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing okay. Look, I tried to be a little bit better prepared, so I was like, let me get my pictures ready before, I get through to y'all. So, hey, I'm so glad I called because, look, I thought I was going to make it late. I'm like, they're going to be off by the time I get home. Okay, so, Steve, are my photos presentable? Because I was trying to crop some stuff out and make sure y'all got what I was trying to finish.
And what in the hell is
What
that?
is that?
Okay, you guys, this happened actually last night. It was around 2 in the morning. Me and my husband were up, and the ring went off.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, okay, let me look and see what's going on. And when I saw it, I showed it to him. Well, for some reason, something just told me to hit the microphone, y'all. And when I hit the microphone, me and him heard something. The voice was so very deep. And this was the first one, see, with it looks like I kind of like tried to circle something at the very top. When we walk out the door of our house, is that the one you got?
Yes. So we got the one that's circled. Do you have the video clip is the real question. That's the T. Do you have the ring footage?
Well, I don't have the full video. I just took a screenshot of what I was seeing because I was trying to hurry up and get it real quick before it, it went away or went off. But I don't know any CGI or none of that stuff. So that's actually what was going on in real time at my house when I, actually saw it last night.
What was the voice? What was it saying?
I couldn't understand. I didn't know what language it was speaking in or what it was. We could just hear something, and it was just like, and it sounded like it was a conversation going like back and forth. So me and him were really, really freaked out. Like I said, that was my very first time even hitting the microphone just to see if I heard something. So when we heard it, he's like, I'm finna go out there. I said, no, the hell you not.
Open this door.
I was about to say,
right here.
Yeah,
because we don't know what that was.
Yep, because a lot of people they
want to go investigate.
They want to investigate.
Welcome something to your home
because you got to take it like this. It didn't ring your camera or it didn't ring your doorbell, but it might as well have because it automatically gave you motion, and then you hear this disembodied voice. Hell no! I was trying to get you to come to that door and open it. So once you open. That's an invitation. You come right in. Hell no, you did the right thing.
Your husband was going to give you some shit that you can't get rid of.
With the naked eye, I couldn't see it. Like if I'm looking out my door, I'm not opening it, but looking out the window, and I couldn't see it with the naked eye. But when we hit the camera, boom, it was right there. And, it freaked us out because honestly, I wasn't expecting to hear anything, and I know he wasn't.
Yeah.
And I could tell, he tried to play it cool, like he didn't see, I ain't gonna say see, because he saw it clear as day. But he was trying to play it cool, like he wasn't scared. But I could tell he was
scared. Right. Yep. Because if you look at it, it don't look like it doesn't look. I would say this was a dirty camera, but it's not because if you look at the brick right around the archway, like I'm trying to. I don't know if I could do it from here, but right up in the corner, it's like distorted, like something is standing in front of it.
Facts. Hey, Tata's in the chat. He said, don't be afraid. Don't be a fool neither.
Yep. Thank you so much for the super chat as well, Tata. I'm sorry. We went right into the other call. We appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you, Tata, for the super chat.
But if you could please try to see if you got the audio to it.
You know what? The little kid in her wants to hear it so bad. She's like, download it, please.
I don't mind sharing it, y'all, but it was like deep. To me, I'm not going to say it was the D word, but it was so deep. Like, I've never heard it.
It probably wasn't.
Yeah. Big as a song.
Well, damn sure wasn't a bird.
Okay,
and it wasn't the wind.
Wow. And so I had spoke with this psychic lady. Like, I discovered her on TikTok, and she was like having things going on around her house or whatever. And when I spoke with her, this was last year around the same time, because I felt like it was faces in the background. And I asked her, like, in our trees, in our woods and stuff, I was like, do you see stuff? She said, well, I see like spirit gnomes and everything. And I could tell you and your kids are protected. Didn't tell this lady I had kids at the time, so I knew, she wasn't full of the BS. Okay, real quick, the second thing. Did y'all get the light that I sent you? The second picture with the light.
Is there a second? Oh, wait. I think I confused your porch. Did you send us the one with the lights? And it was like up in the corner, or was that Lil Man's mom?
So all of that is mine. The little figure that looks like it's hanging upside down with a head or something on the porch, that's my picture. And then the lights. I sent two with the lights.
I confused the two ladies because I said I seen your porch. It looked like a nice house. No, I seen her porch. I believe. Mm-hmm. Yes, her porch. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and we don't know what that is either.
Yeah, that's my porch. Yes. Okay.
Because if you look at the previous
light,
picture,
I'm thinking UFO, alien light. Then the next thing you know, it got close up to my kid's bedroom window.
Did you send us that?
I sent the second picture. Yes, I did. Did you get it, Steve? Because I sent them kind of like back to back.
Just give me 1 second.
If not, I can get it.
On-ear troubleshooting at its finest.
We getting it together because I'm nosy as hell.
George is the best multitasker in the business.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm already in here, so I can I'm sending it again just in case.
She said, "I'm watching DIY."
We got a lot of people in the chat. They like, see, FAFO.
Listen, what is that?
Yeah.
What is that little thing? Now, mind you,
hold on.
You said you don't have no neighbors, so that red light in the corner, it's pitch ass black in this picture. But what is that? Can we zoom in? Hold on.
Yeah, I'm trying to watch them like a
what
different
the hell?
phone or
Do you not have a bush there?
No, I don't.
What the fuck?
I don't have nothing.
Okay, because the other picture didn't show a tree or anything.
See, I be wanting to move to nice houses in the, with grass and
stuff. It was supposed to be like something up in the corner that was hanging upside down, the little figure, and I kind of circled it. Did y'all got that one, right?
Yeah, we were showing that one
I'm sending it again. Okay, so then there was another one with a light from a distance, and then you could see with the light. I'm sending that one now. I'm just gonna go ahead and
the one with it looked like it's a brake light for real, but it's just a red light.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's not a red light. It's just a clear light. Well, it looks clear on my photo. I just sent it to you because it just went through the one that was posted up by my kid's bedroom. Yeah.
Okay,
it was so from a distance at first, and then it went straight
closer.
up. I'm gonna send it.
Okay, so let me just ask you: do you rent or do you own?
Own.
I'm trying to get everybody to sell their homes, girl.
I just had to ask, do you rent or do you? Because you, if I'm not mistaken, if I remember, you're out in the boonies, you don't have
no neighbors.
Right? Yeah. You don't have no lights out there.
Area. Right. Okay. Here it is, Steve. It's coming for you right now.
No, but the first picture with the red light was hers too, right?
Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
What kind of UFOs you got in your neighborhood?
I don't know.
Do you mind telling me where, around where you're located? Because
I'm in Sterlington, Louisiana.
Oh goodness, Louisiana. Nothing surprises
it's
me.
5 hours away from New Orleans. We're up north.
Okay. Wow. Because I'm trying to figure out what that is. Because if you look on her other pictures, it's pitch black.
Everybody in the comments is like, heck no.
Mm-mm. See, and they said they seen multiple faces on that other thing. And then there's another picture where it's next to your kid's bedroom window, you said?
That was the zooming with the white light. At first it was at a distance, and then a short time after that, boom, it's right under our bricks by their window. And I was like, what the fuck is that?
Right.
And this happened a couple of days before the one. I don't know. I'm thinking UFO. What do y'all think?
UFO? Shit.
I'm thinking y'all got that kind of neighborhood that once it's past 5 o'clock, you stay your ass at home in the house.
No, for real.
Right. My sister calls it she calls it Spookyville, but it only happens like at night, and we can't see it with the naked eye. So
Right.
that's the creepy
You don't
part.
see nothing until you roll back your cameras.
Hey, people don't be wanting to have security cameras. Security cameras be snitches.
Yeah. They always catch the eye.
My backyard security camera go off all the time, and it's a tree there, but I don't think it's the tree moving because we ain't got no one in Vegas out like that.
And
Right. Yeah,
somebody said they need to
I
start taking
appreciate it.
medium. Absolutely, they need to start taking mediums on these viewings and say them a
Oh
lot.
my God, is
You
my
know,
house
for
is
real.
my house haunted?
Right? Is there an energy here?
Right. What do you
Well,
feel
Noah,
here?
I'm gonna try to get, and I love all of you and Noah. Y'all are amazing together,
you.
and I appreciate the show. Love it. Noah, I'm gonna
Awesome.
try to get a private reading with you. It's that I do. I'm not worried about whatever. But I want to have a one-on-one with you.
Yeah,
So I will
contact
be
me.
emailing you.
Yes, please.
Yes,
Somebody
I will.
else
I
asked
have
me
more
for
to
my
tell.
email. So my email is my screen name, the Black Cauldron without an A in the cauldron @gmail.com. Y'all are welcome to email me. I closed off my readings, but it's by special request. So just email me and we can set up a time or a day.
Will. Yeah, because like
what
I said,
I'm
I've seen the
sorry.
upside down figures and
I
heard the
wanna
voices.
see-
I'm like, yeah.
I want to see
It's time.
I want to see that one, the upside down figure. Cause look at what is that? The light that
I have
clearly
no
looks
idea.
like a damn like I don't know.
I say spirit maybe something. I don't know, y'all. But the deep voice made me feel like it wasn't a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then the white lights made me feel like it was protection. So, yeah. But I thank y'all for having me and
Thank you
showing
so
me that
much.
because I was concerned. And that happened last night with the little deep voice thing. I'm like, oh, hell no. Thoughts from being on Real Hill for me. For me.
Nah,
But
I
y'all
would've-
have a good night.
All right,
You
have a
too.
good one. And
Yeah.
look in the Calls from Beyond chat. You'll be able to see Noah's link tree.
Yes, please.
Okay. All right. Thank y'all. Thank you, Austin. Thank you, Steve. Y'all have a good night. All right.
Well.
Take care.
She done gave you a whole new name. I just
I
realized.
fuck with it. All right, I'm Steve now.
No, for real. I mean, you do kind of got like a regular
Uber Steve
George,
over there.
Steve. It's kind of the
George,
same.
Steve, Carl.
Okay,
You
so
know,
Jacinda
David.
sent me the picture that she drew of what she's seen years ago. She still had the picture.
She drew it.
She drew it.
You know what, Jacinda?
I'm about to
Now you
send
gotta
it
stress
to
it. How you stress us out 30 minutes after the call? Like,
She said, just in case you forgot.
All right. Because now that I look at this, I'm not too sure that this is a bedroom. I don't know what this is. I've only seen this in like horror African movies. I have no idea. Hold on. Let me try to email it to our other email. It's just that does not give me I don't know. It's weird. I'm about to send it to you. Maybe y'all.
hey, that's funny.
Okay.
They said Jacinda got receipts. All right, Maury.
Receipts. You said, let me see. Tata said, I'm trying to see something. Did I send it to the right email? I hope I did, because, you know, I'm over here distracted.
Sheesh, man. This show was.
Whoa.
It was live, right? Like,
Hold up, she drew that.
yeah.
Uh,
I don't feel like that's a bedroom. He with a top hat. But then again, I don't know. I don't know everything. But, baby, that's terrifying. And you saw this in real life and in a dream.
the fact that she drew it and it looked that good. I'm almost 40. I still can't draw that good.
No, you get stick people messing with me. I say I seen a ghost and I try to sketch it. It's going to look like the ghost emoji, a ghost. But you got some real talent, but this is terrifying. Please seek divination. Please.
Yeah, that's creepy.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So we're going to wrap it up for tonight, guys. I know there is a few people that called in, but we do have to get out these people's studio. So we are live every week on Tuesday at 5 p.m. We usually start anywhere between 5 and like 5:20. We do record members only content for a couple minutes before the show. So this gives everybody a time to get in the chat, roll up one, get your snacks, popcorn, or whatever you need to do. But every Tuesday, we are live on Calls from Beyond. The people that are watching on my channel, please go ahead and migrate over to Calls from Beyond, because eventually I won't do it again. But there was a lot of confusion in the comments of the Calls from Beyond and on TikTok as to what this even was. So make sure you're subscribed. Please like the live. And are we going to just let them come out? We're going to do some music?
Yeah.
Oh, before we leave.
You got to make sure you...
Where can we find you at, Mr. Fresh? Where can we find you? He actually has somewhere y'all can find him now.
Yeah, it's Manny, MANNY, Fresh _518, 518.
Okay. That's on Instagram?
That's on IG and TikTok.
Okay. I'm sorry. My sunburn is getting the best of me. George, where can we find you at?
I'm Mr. George Carmona on Instagram. If you're not following me, what are you doing? I feel like I'm trying to crack the 2,000 Instagram follower count for about 5 years now. So yeah, help me get over the hump. That would be greatly appreciated.
Yes.
What about Pin and Pool, man?
I was about to say.
Pin and Pools, everything's attached to me.
Okay,
you know?
I
So
got
like I just do the one plug, and you, if you like me, I see a lot of people, all right, the laughing emojis. Oh my God, George is so funny with the sounds. Like imagine how funny I am on other shows as well. So
yeah,
go follow me.
He's literally in every niche, y'all. Football, celebrity tea, spookiness. He's not just for our show.
He checks every box.
Yes, he literally has content out the ass. Go and give him a follow.
Is true. And they said his little brother is on the way to being famous. So y'all might want to go ahead and you know, George ain't gonna be the only famous one no more.
But that is all for tonight. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. And we'll see you next week at 5 p.m.
I mean, where could they find you if they don't know?
Man, y'all know where I'm at.
I'm just saying. You don't always be outside, but
I
you
do be outside. You can follow me. This is my Instagram above my head. Y'all obviously are here on YouTube and TikTok. You can follow me at 111NOAH1111. Don't get scammed on there, please. I'll never follow you back. I love y'all down. Have a good night.